People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Disappointed.
Brand new calculators.
This is a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports Presentation. Queen Bee Radio proudly brings you Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports. Presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. And sponsored by Ayers Furniture, Bytech Resource Management, Claire Bank, Fuller's Milker Center, Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and Platteville, Les Mack, Northland Buildings, Reeves Wealth Management, Raleigh Cheese House, Russell Law Offices, The Shoebox, Tricor Insurance, West End Salvage, Carver's Hardwood Flooring, Sloan Implements, Sups, Brian's Auto Body and Paint, Gary's Pest Control, TriStar Pallets and TriStar Mulch, Krantz Auto Parts and Krantz Hardware Do It Best, Bouse Electric, Cuba City Collision and Repair, Laley Center Monroe, H&N Plumbing, Heating and Electrical, Community First Bank, Grant Regional Health Center, Sullivan Auctioneers, Big Iron Realty, Lancaster Dental Associates, Millie's Diner, Pink's Automotive, Good Knees Garage, Point and Flush Sportsman's Club, Rosemeyer Management Group, Breckler Insurance, McNett Electric, Mound City Bank, Ready Feed and Grain LLC, Southwest Health, and WCC Brands.
For the second consecutive year, the same two teams, one step from state. Good evening, football fans, and welcome to WIAA Playoff Football on 97.7 Country WGLR, WGLR.com, the 97.7 Country WGLR mobile app, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, powered by H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical, and Laley Center Monroe. From Stoughton High School, this is the Division 7 state semifinal. The Potosi Cassville Chieftains ranked second in Division 7, and the Kenosha St. Joseph Lancers ranked number 1 in Division 7. The winner tonight plays Cochrane Fountain City or Oshkosh Lourdes in the State Division 7 championship game at Camp Randall Stadium in Madison next Thursday morning at 10. From the Ayers Furniture Best Seats of the House, I'm Steve Prestegard along with Wally Trouton. And 1 year ago up the road at Madison Memorial, Potosi Cassville beat a junior-dominated Kenosha St. Joseph team to make its first trip to state as a co-op program. And Potosi's first since 2012. 1 year later, St. Joseph's has all the seniors and Potosi Cassville more mixed in lineup. The question tonight, Wally, is that going to make a difference?
Depends on how you want to think about it. Yes, generally you say a senior-dominated team is going to be able to go and do some things that they weren't able to do before. And in southwest Wisconsin, you think of Seneca Wazika Steuben. You know, those kids played when they were sophomores, and they played when they were juniors, and this last year as seniors, they were a formidable foe for the entire conference. So it gives you an idea as to how it can work. And again, this Kenosha St. Joe's team, they've come through with all of the same kind of a thing where they've gone through a lot of that. Last year they made it up almost all the way, but again, Potosi took care of them at that particular point. Here, who knows? I'll tell you, I like having a balanced age team, mainly because it brings you back.
And we have to come back because we got off a little late due to some technical issues. And 1,000 thanks to the people here at Stoughton High School to figure out a way to get us on. It's a little bit cobbled together and not standard, but we're on. That's the important thing. Also on the Queen Bee Family of radio stations. We have the Division 6 game, Darlington and Manitowoc Lutheran. That is on X1071. And when we return, the Raleigh Cheese pregame show presented by Raleigh Cheese at the intersection of Highways 11 and 23 in the heart of Lafayette County.
And don't forget the cheese.
On 97.7 Country WGLR.
Pregame 1. From small-town businesses to large multi-state operations, Tricor Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance have industry expertise that can cover all types of businesses.
Having an insurance agency that understands our business is a real benefit. They know our people. It's something Tricor does really well.
Tricor's in-depth knowledge of insurance, regulation, compliance, and safety consulting is here to help your business succeed. Working with leading insurance companies like Auto Owners Insurance. They'll be there when you need them most. Visit TricorInsurance.com to learn more about Tricor Insurance Cycle of Care.
You'd never settle for underperformance. You'd never settle for less than that.
Mark Siegert in
Never
3.
settle for gaps in the stand. So why settle for anything less than DeKalb corn? DeKalb seed is for those who make outstanding performance a priority, with a broad portfolio of products bred to maximize profit potential on every field. DeKalb brand corn. Never settle. Visit DeKalb.com. Read and follow pesticide label directions, grain marketing, and other stewardship practices.
Pregame 1.
Pregame show on 97.7 Country WGLR. Second year in a row, Potosi, Cassville, and Kenosha St. Joseph for a trip to state. We're joined by Potosi, Cassville coach Mark Siegert. Thanks for joining us. And for starters, you got to feel really good about that for 2 years in a row now, getting to the Final Four in Division 7.
Yeah, we're ecstatic to be at this level again. The kids have worked extremely hard, and our playoff atmosphere has just been unbelievable. The kids really hit it. It always is a new season, but it really feels like it this year, where they just came with a ton of energy the last 3 weeks in practices, and it just feels like a brand new season. It's really cool.
Well, the first thing that stands out about Friday, obviously, is what did you discover about Cashton's punt blocking scheme? Because you had 3 scoring drives from the 20-yard line or inside, all of which were because of either a blocked punt or they couldn't even get the punt off.
Yeah, Coach Eastlick does a great job with our special teams, and he found a hole in it and exploited it. So we were looking forward to all week to, trying to get what was on paper, into the game. And I still remember one of the kids looking back and at Coach Eastlick and asking and nodding his head and said, "Yeah, now this is the time." And he went ahead and got one of those first ones off, and the rest is history.
And it really made a huge difference in momentum because you had a 1-score lead, and then you get the touchdown toward the end of the half, and then you get the blocked punt and another touchdown. All of a sudden, it's a 3-score deficit at the half for Cashton.
Yeah, I mean, going into the half, it was 7-0, and with about 6 minutes left, I think, is when we scored those 14 points. And they were deep in their territory, and they were marching a little bit, and had we not got those block punts, who knows? It could have been a 7-0 lead at halftime, and then it's a whole different ball game in the second half. Mm-hmm. But that really helped.
Mm-hmm. The other thing I have to believe you're really happy about is just overall your defense. To get a shutout in the postseason, especially level 3 in the postseason, is not easy to do.
No, that's not. I didn't look back, but I know we've been in this level quite a few times, and I don't ever recall a shutout because typically teams have some pretty high octane offenses that you have to shut down, and that's not always easy. So to hold our opponent to hold Cashton out of the end zone was a big deal. So you don't lose many games when you don't allow any points.
Oh yeah, you're guaranteed a tie, right? Yeah. Right. So it's Kenosha St. Joseph for the second year in a row, and apparently much of who was there last year is back. And I have to think they remember how last year went for them. What do you see about the Lancers that is a challenge? What do you feel like will be the Rosemary Wealth Management keys to the game tonight?
Well, they're a level 4 team. So they have everything that you need to get to level 4. They're big, they're strong, they're fast. They're well organized, well coached. They have a lot of guys that are veterans. So they have a ton of experience. Plus, they have obviously the loss that probably stings because that's their last loss. They haven't lost since that game. So I'm sure that they don't have to have too much motivation going into this game. As far as the keys to the game, though, I mean, you saw the keys on last Friday. I mean, staying away from short fields and turnovers and all those things that lead to some lopsided scores or just some bad football. We just have to stay away from. Obviously, tackling's going to be a thing, and all those little things that we work on every day. Try to do those little things that nobody notices better than our opponent. That's what we need to do.
All right. Thanks, Ike, today.
Thanks, Steve.
Mark Singer, Potosi Cassville coach. More after this on 97.7 Country WGLR.
Pre-game 2.
Cheese is the perfect addition to any holiday meal. Hi, this is Christine Raleigh of Raleigh Cheese House. Visit our store for your favorite cheese selections, including our own Dunbarton Blue, Red Rock, and Little Mountain. We customize gift boxes for any budget. Don't forget about our made-to-order cheese trays that everyone will love. Taste the difference of handmade Wisconsin cheese at Raleigh Cheese House. Visit us on Facebook, raleighcheese.com, or on the corner of Highways 11 and 23, Shellsburg.
What are you doing out there?
Come on! I saw you at the game the other night. Yeah, you. Up there getting mad, acting like we're all out there making $1 million a game. Well, let me be real with you. This isn't the pros. It's school sports, and it's a game, our game. So please, let us play.
School sports fans, remember, when you cheer for your team, make noise for the right reasons. This message presented by the NFHS and the NIAAA.
And all student athletes in Wisconsin.
Pre-game 2.
Grand Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of WIAA playoff football presented by Cuba City, Kieler, Darlington Family Dental, and Carey's Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on 97.7 Country WGLR. Our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, live and archive coverage powered by H&N Plumbing, Heating, Electrical, and Lely Center Monroe. We are broadcasting from the Ayers Furniture Best Seat in the House in the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth, Ayers Furniture in downtown Ridgeway, for free delivery on heirloom quality furniture for every room in your home for what's sure to be the best seating in your house. Be sure to visit Ayers Furniture and ayersfurniture.com. Our injury report brought to you by Russell Law Offices. If you've been injured, contact Russell Law Offices. Their experienced team of personal injury lawyers will fight for your rights and help you get the compensation you deserve. Visit RussellLawWI.com. Nobody new on the injury report list, and unfortunately we were not able to talk to the Kenosha St. Joseph coach due to the tech issues. And again, we really appreciate the Stoughton people getting them all to work. So we're on. That's the important thing. And we'll be back after this on 97.7 Country WGLR.
In Game 1.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they
board-certified cardiologist, and Brooke Shannon, PAC, to our medical team. Together, they provide comprehensive cardiology care, from early detection and prevention to long-term management of heart disease. Call 608-723-2131 to receive exceptional specialized heart care right here, close to home with less travel. Grant Regional Health Center. Better health starts here.
In Game 1.
Great Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of WIAA playoff football presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on 97.7 Country WGLR and on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, powered by H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical, and Lely Center Monroe. Our game time weather, now I don't remember what I was looking for on my phone. Our game time turf and weather report brought to you by, they're here someplace. Dewey's Tire Repair. For all your farm, auto, and tire and truck tire sales and service needs, the best place to take a leak, Dewey's Tire Repair in Platteville. Well, it is for mid-November, it is an amazing night. 55 degrees, and the temperature really is probably not going to drop very much tonight, at least while we are here. The wind is blowing from the south at 7 miles per hour, and that really is not enough to really affect anything. Shoebox scoreboard presented by the Shoebox and Black Earth. There it is. Shoebox scoreboard presented by the Shoebox and Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. And again, the winner tonight in this game, if I can find my stuff here, the winner tonight will play Cochrane Fountain City, which remember Potosi Cassville beat last year, or Oshkosh Lords. They are playing tonight at Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln. And in Division 6 again, Darlington against Manitowoc Lutheran at Waukesha West. That is on X1071. And assuming they've been better with tech than us, the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. The winner of that game gets Mondovi or Edgar. They are playing tonight at Stanley Boyd, and we were there last year also for the 8-player semifinal. We'll be back after this on 97.7 Country WGLR.
In Game 2.
Partner with Fuller's Milker Center and GIA for your next milking system. From the Dairy Pro Q robotic rotary parlor to the Dairy Robot R9500 robotic box milking system, you select the best fit for your operation. With GIA, you can also choose from market-leading conventional parlors, fully equipped with automated accessories. Contact Fuller's Milker Center, LLC, your local GIA dealer in Lancaster and Richland Center to start building your dream milking facility.
Hello, Dr. Matt here from Cuba City Family.
Of course, now
Dental.
I can't
Something
find
we take pride in
my
is having 3 state-of-the-art facilities
lineups.
in Cuba City, Keeler, and Darlington. Our investment
What
in
did
the
I do
latest
with them?
technology and innovative services allows us to provide top-notch dental care to our area families. Take control of your oral health and make an appointment with our team, and let's make your smile
I got
the
some.
best it
I
can
got
be.
ads I got to
Contact
read
Cuba
first.
City, Darlington, and Keeler Family Dental now, and let's
What a
start
night.
this journey together. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
In Game 2.
Gray Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of WIAA playoff football. Presented by Cuba City, Kieler, Darlington Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Powered by H&N Plumbing, Heating, Electrical, and Lely Center Monroe. Our game tonight brought to you by Southwest Tech and Fenimore, building careers and strengthening communities across Southwest Wisconsin. Apply now for spring 2026 at swtc.edu/apply. Southwest Tech, proud to serve Southwest Wisconsin. Our game tonight also brought to you by Mountain City Bank. Their total line of credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop in at Mountain City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Learn more at mountcitybank.com. McNett Electric in Belmont can assist you with all your electrical needs, whatever the need, agricultural, commercial, or residential. Chip and his crew at McNett Electric are on call and ready to help you. McNett Electric in Belmont. J&J Sandbar of Cassville, fun for the entire family. Bar and restaurant with banquet facilities featuring daily lunch specials, buffets, nightly specials, homemade pizzas, and Saturday prime ribs. Celebrate together at J&J Sandbar of Cassville. Pioneer Ag in Lancaster specializes in selling and servicing a wide range of livestock, utility, and flatbed trailers. For all your hauling needs and your Dairyland seed dealer, Pioneer Ag in Lancaster. Community First Bank, for you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank, cfbank.com, member FDIC. Southwest Health has over 24 specialty services and more than 50 specialists, so you can have specialized care without traveling far from home. Learn more about their specialty services at southwesthealth.org. Okies Market in Cassville. Check out Okies, your local Surefine food center, where they'll carry out your groceries to Okies Market in Cassville. Lely Center Monroe. Call your local dairy automation specialist, Jordan Wilson, at Lely Center Monroe. We're also brought to you by Midwest Motorsports, but we'll talk about that after our national anthem. national anthem at Stoughton High School, the site of the Division 7 state semifinal. And it is, well, before our starting lineups, we should probably give you the colors of the game presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental. The 3 convenient locations to serve your dental needs. Blue from head to toe is Kenosha St. Joseph with white numbers and white and gold trim. And Potosi Cassville is wearing their white jerseys and pants and gold helmets. Do we know who won the coin toss, the People's State Bank coin toss?
Yes, we do. Kenosha St. Joe's won the toss. They elected to receive, and Potosi will be on the north, I guess that's north, end zone, and it will go from, Kenosha will go from our right to our left.
Time for the starting lineups presented by Fuller's Milker Center. See Fuller's complete hygiene line and options for your brand new dairy setup or existing parlor remodel. Fuller's in Lancaster and Richland Center and at fullersmilkercenter.com. Well, in the process of getting all of the stuff put together, I don't have the starting lineups on me.
I'll help you out.
Well, why don't you start reading them for Kenosha St. Joseph? Or
I'll just give it to you because that way you know the order you like to do it.
Okay, the quarterback, as last year, Zach Rizzo, a senior. Rizzo has thrown for 2,066 yards, 24 touchdowns, and I think he has just 2 interceptions one interception this year.
Correct.
Chris Kenosha is the leading running back. He is 54 yards away from 1,000 this year, and he has 17 touchdowns. Tomas Baez is one of the receivers. Dominic Rinaldi is the leading receiver, 1,101 yards and 4 touchdowns this season. Potosi Cassville is coming out. The other receiver we mentioned, Baez, also Jack Schmitz, and the tight end. They're kind of an interesting lineup. They have Devin Brown as one of the tight ends. Berkeley Kuiper goes between tight end and offensive line, so he changes his number.
Apparently, I must have misread the signals out there. Kenosha St. Joe's is kicking off. Potosi is receiving to our left.
Well then, on our starting lineups are still brought to you by Fuller's Milker Center. See Fuller's complete hygiene line and options for your brand new dairy setup or existing parlor remodel. Fuller's in Lancaster and Richland Center and at fullersmilkercenter.com. Here is the kickoff, and it will go into the end zone. And so the Chieftains will begin at their 20-yard line. 1st and 10. Aaron Edge starts at quarterback. Edge on the season has thrown for 833 yards, 14 touchdowns. The running backs, Hunter White, 1,705 yards, 19 touchdowns. And River Sarr, 1,548 and 27 touchdowns. Sarr, of course, had the 3 touchdowns last week. Edge had 2 touchdown passes, both to Ben Infield, who on the season has caught 361 yards and 4 touchdowns. First down carry up the middle. And a short gain there for River Sarr. The offensive line for the Chieftains, Connor Robbins, Connor Emler, Carter Bierman, Will Tobin, and Jackson Guinea, who goes 325 pounds. This might be one of the few instances where Potosi Cassville has run into a line that's bigger than they are. 2nd down. Run around the right side and up to the 25-yard line. That was Hunter White that time, and it'll be 3rd down and 5 yards to go. So Sarr gained about a yard. White gained 4, and so it's 3rd and 5 at the 25. 2 receivers go out to the left side, and 2 running backs, and it is a run up the middle to the 34-yard line, and that'll be our first right? Or is there a flag?
Nope, that's first down.
All right, Sullivan Auctioneers Big Iron Realty first down. And the carry was by
Logan Roush.
Logan Roush with the carry up to the 34, or just shy of the 34-yard line. 1st and 10, no score. We're a minute and 20 seconds in. And a run play around the left side up to about the 35-yard line for Hunter White.
Yeah, they're marking him down at about the 36-yard line, and that was their sweep play back off to the left side.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. I got one of those, and just doing a little paperwork. That's a good way to put it. 2nd down, 8 yards to go from the Chieftains' 36. And another run up the middle, and a gain of about 3 yards that time, up to the 39.
So it ends up roughly about 3rd and 5 for Potosi.
They converted on their previous 3rd and 5. This one is at the 39-yard line. Worco Transportation for employment opportunities, or to plan your next getaway, visit worcotransportation.com. Worco Transportation in Bloomington. And to the left side, and that time the Lancers defense.
Well, the safety Jack Smith came back in on a safety blitz and was able to get on the pitch over on the left side. So it ends up being 4th down. They lose a couple yards on that.
They'll make it 4th down, 7 yards to go, and so the Chieftains will punt it away for the first time tonight. Aaron Edge is not only the quarterback, but the punter and the kicker. One deep back at the 35-yard line. Here's the punt, and it's a good punt, and it's going to go past the kick returner and go out of bounds inside the 30. And that's where the Chieftains, or the Lancers, I should say, will start with 8:46 remaining in the first quarter. And no score. And our game today brought to you by Midwest Motorsports. Visit their showroom in Kieler for parts service and your next ride. See their inventory at MidwestMotorsportsOnline.com. Midwest Motorsports in Kieler. Ball is actually spotted at the 28-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go for Kenosha St. Joseph, which is trying to get to state for the first time since 2001. They've been at this round one other time besides last year. Didn't get in. Man in motion on first down. And here's a run around the left side, and Kenosha across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And a gain of about 5 yards.
That was a good job blocking over here on the near side. Ended up, and like I said, he got 6 yards on it.
2nd down and about 4 yards to go, spotted at the 33-yard line.
He lines a tailback. He lines up real deep. And he's probably, at least 8 yards off the ball.
Looks like a one-back I formation, essentially. Rizzo under center, goes back to pass, throws right side, and doesn't make the connection at about the Potosi Cassville 45-yard line.
Well, he makes it. It was over there, and the ball was caught, but it was out of bounds.
So it's officially not a catch, obviously. Therefore, 3rd down and 4 yards to go from the Kenosha St. Joseph 34-yard line.
And that's one thing that we expect to see Rizzo put the ball up in the air quite a bit.
They do like to pass, and as you noticed from the yardage number before, over 2,100 yards. 3rd down, 4 yards to go. From the 33, Rizzo throws right, and the pass is caught and getting away to the 45 and the 50. That is, can't tell from here. I think that's Dominic Rinaldi making his first.
There's a flag on the play.
But let's see.
I think that was Jack Smith that actually had the ball. And we'll see what the penalty call is.
And so while we pause here to see that, shop local, shop Cruising Kids and Walkers clothing and shoes. Gift cards are perfect gifts for that hard to buy for person on your list. Shop head to toe for the entire family. Cruising Kids and Walkers clothing and shoes on the square in Lancaster. The penalty is on Kenosha St. Joseph, apparently.
Well, it ended up and it was a completed, they're marking off as a completed pass, but then they're marking a 15-yard penalty off on it.
That a clip?
It must have been.
Back to the 35-yard line. They ended up gaining 2 yards out of it, so it's 3rd down and 2 from the 35.
Oh, they're actually saying, no, it's first down. Kenosha St. Joe's on the 35.
So it's for Sullivan Auctioneers Big Iron Realty first down at the 35. That's a little strange, but run up the middle. And Kenosha breaks free to the right side and gets to the 40 and out of bounds.
And they're marking the ball, it looks like, at the 40. If they'll put the ball down, at the 42.
23 yards and a Sullivan Auctioneers Big Iron Realty first down for Kenosha St. Joseph. Havies Bar in Tennyson proudly supports the Potosi Cassville football team and congratulates them on a great season. Havies Bar wishes all area student athletes good luck and success this year. Havies, where good friends gather after the game. First down, 10 yards to go at the Chieftains' 42-yard line. No score, 7:42 left first quarter. Run around the right side inside the 35. Actually, to the 35. Actually, the 36-yard line. Second down and 4 yards to go from the 36. With Hinterman Repair in Dickeyville, a little vehicle maintenance can save you thousands. Call Keith for an appointment today and learn more at HintermanRepair.com, HintermanRepairLLC.com, and on Facebook to keep your vehicle running as good as new. Second down and 4 yards to go from the Chieftains' 36. And Kenosha goes left, goes to the 30, 25-yard line, and is spun down there. He's actually short of the 25 at the 26, but that will be another Sullivan Auctioneers Big Iron Realty first down.
He's able to get to the outside edge, and that's what got him all the yards.
Y'all be tubing. When you're ready for the ultimate tubing adventure, Y'all be tubing on the Grant River is the #1 tubing experience in Wisconsin. Plan your next adventure today at y'allbetubing.com. Today would have been okay to tube.
Maybe if you had a wetsuit.
Yeah.
A dry suit might have even been better.
I mean, 66 degrees in mid-November.
Yeah, but it's the cold of the water.
Well, the water's still warm, though, in the fall, though, isn't it?
Well,
7 minutes left in the first quarter. And a run around the right side for Kenosha to the 20, to the 15, to the 10. And down, actually, short of the 10 at the 12-yard or 11-yard line. But it is another Sullivan Auctioneers Big Iron Realty first down, and in the Bytech Green Zone or Greener Wave, Bytech Resource Management of Monroe. Shannon Marie Photography, specializing in wedding, senior, and newborn photography, and survey the tri-state area. Learn more at shannonmariePhoto.com.
Yeah, most of these plays that they're running they're basically off tackle, then they'll bounce it to the outside.
First and 10 from the 11. And it's a run around the left side and inside the 5 down to the 3-yard line.
And that's Weiss carrying the ball.
Down to the 3, second down, 2 yards to go. Grady Electric in Platteville specializes in residential, agricultural, and commercial wiring for new construction, repairs, or maintenance. You can count on Grady Electric to make your electrical concerns go away. Receivers left and right, second and 2 from the 3-yard line. On the near side hash mark. And here is a run around the right side. It is
He's down to the 1.
Going to be first and goal. It'll be first and goal from the 1 for Kenosha. Haverland Heating and Cooling of Hazel Green, your local Carrier dealer with a complete line of home heating products to keep your family comfortable. Call Nick Haverland, Haverland Heating and Cooling. We're also brought to you by All-Star Power Wash in Benton, your full-service painting and power washing company specializing in agricultural and commercial projects. All-Star Power Wash has been serving the Tri-States for over 30 years. Check them out on the web or Facebook and call today for a quote. First and goal from the 1. And here is a loss as the Chieftains defense stuffs the runner trying to get outside. He's way back at the 5-yard line.
It was a pitch back over here to Tennessee, and again, like you said, Potosi just came back and stuffed it. Loss of 4.
Second and goal from the 5. Tandem Tire and Potosi ready to prepare your vehicle for winter driving. Get up to $330 back on 4 Goodyear tires. Log on to tandemtire.com for details to schedule an appointment and find more money-saving fall specials. We're also brought to you by Graney Electric in Platteville, specializing in residential, agricultural, and commercial wiring. For new construction, repairs, or maintenance, you can count on Graney Electric to make your electrical concerns go away. Second and goal now from the 5-yard line. And a run to the left side gets them back to about the 2.
Well, that ended up being number 3. Now I lost his sight of his number.
3?
No, I think I want to say it's 33, but 33 is not a number that I was given by them.
So it's third and goal from the 2. With 3:40 remaining in the first quarter and no score, but Kenosha St. Joseph banging hard on the door, and they will not kick a field goal because they haven't kicked one all year. Actually, I shouldn't say it. They've kicked one all year. Third and goal from the 2. And it's a run up the middle and get in or not.
No, he did not get in, apparently. That was Rizzo who carried the ball, and looks like he got 1 yard.
So that'll make it 4th and goal from the 1. This drive started back at the 8:46 mark.
This might be all the way back to the 2 now that I look at it. Yeah, no, it isn't. That's at the 1.
4th and goal from the 1. Rizzo heads back from the sidelines from getting the play, or halfway to the sidelines. And a receiver will go out to the left side.
And I do expect to see him to actually put the ball in the air.
Looks like 2 tight ends. 4th and goal. And Rizzo, pop pass to the end zone, touchdown. So the Lancers score on a 6-minute, 12-second drive. 13 plays. Who did catch that?
Actually, that was 33, Barkley Kuyper.
So a touchdown pass from Rizzo to Kuyper makes it 6-0. Northland Buildings touchdown, and Gamez's extra point is up and good. Kenosha St. Joseph 7, Potosi Cassville 0, with 2:34 left in the first quarter. Back after this on 97.7 Country WGLR.
In game 3.
Timeout.
All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the WIAA and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
If you're upgrading a home or business, call the trusted pros at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. They offer a premium selection of CHI overhead doors, combining style, durability, and security for both residential and commercial properties. Need rain gutters to protect your building from water damage? Carey's has you covered there too. Learn more at Carey'sGuttersAndDoors.com. They sell the best and service the rest. Get the quality you deserve at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont, and Prairie du Chien.
In Game 3.
2:34 left in the first quarter to 7-0 Kenosha St. Joseph lead. And here is the kickoff return up to about the 26-yard line.
And that's White on the return.
Hunter White, first drive of the Chieftains was got a first down, but they had to punt. And then 6 minutes and change later, Chieftains take over at the 26, down 7-0. First and 10 from the 26. And here is a runoff right tackle for a gain of about 2 yards.
Yeah, it's Riverside carrying the ball, and they're marking the ball all the way up here to the 29-yard line.
Epic Construction. See Epic Construction for industrial or commercial building projects. Epic Construction, building quality, building trust, building a difference. SAR gains 3, second down, 7 yards to go. And the handoff up the middle and across the 30-yard line at a gain of about a yard.
That's White running the ball off tackle off on the left side. And again, not a lot of room. But they've got some pretty good sized bodies up there. You're looking at Dante Williams at 270, Vasquez at 260. Serene Williams also at 260.
So it's third down, 6 yards to go from the Potosi Cassville 30-yard line with a minute 12 remaining in the first quarter. And a 7-0 Kenosha St. Joseph lead. And Edge back to pass. Edge rolls to the right. Edge is looking and throws it away down the sideline, incomplete. No one open.
Well, he really wanted to throw the ball to Drew Richardson, and there was no opportunity to do that. So he ended up and he threw it away.
Pages and Parcels is open at 101 North Main Street in Potosi. You might know as the old Brunner store. This is your spot for books, unique gifts, and quick pack and ship services. Stop by to explore, ship, and discover something special today. Holiday Gardens is hosting chicken dinner trivia night the night before Thanksgiving. Congrats to the Potosi Cassville seniors who continue to provide leadership for the 25-26 football team. Holiday Gardens in Potosi. Aaron Edge will punt for the second time. And the punt will get past Kenosha and go inside the 20-yard line to the 19.
Nice punt.
With 49 seconds left in the first quarter and a 7-0 Lancers lead, Schmitz Plumbing and Heating LLC in Potosi is your trusted local team to help you get ready for winter. From pipes to power, they bring skill and reliability to every project, big or small. Schmitz Plumbing, Heating, Electric in Potosi. McCartney Corners would like to congratulate the entire Potosi Cassville football team on an incredible season. Visit McCartney Corners, Highway 133 in Cassville, your 5-star dive bar for great food, great drinks, and great times. At Driftless Coffee Company, Cassville, you'll find fresh brewed coffee, specialty beverages, and delicious food with welcoming small-town vibes, and they remind you to explore Cassville for the holidays. Driftless Coffee Company in Cassville. First and 10 from the 19-yard line. And the pass down the middle is caught, and that may go all the way to the 20, to the 10, to the end zone. Rizzo. And who made that catch?
I can't see. He hasn't shown his number. I'm going to say
Rinaldi. 28 seconds left in the first quarter, and the lead expands to 13-0 on the Northland Buildings touchdown.
I'm going to say that it was Brown, Devin Brown. And how many yards was that?
81. And here's Gamez for the extra point, with Rizzo holding. And the Point and Flush Sportsman's Club extra point is good. And it is Kenosha St. Joseph 14, Potosi Cassville nothing, with 38 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Can't read my own handwriting. Our game brought to you by the Melby Funeral Home and Crematory at Platteville, offering a history of caring and understands that each family is unique, will honor personal requests and tradition. Matt and Laura Melby Funeral Home and Crematory in Platteville. West End Salvage in Lancaster. See Junkyard Joe Krantz of the West End Salvage team for recycling, as well as construction and demolition waste to West End Salvage in Lancaster. Northland Buildings. For a quality Northland building built tough for the Northland, contact Joe Reddy, your local expert in quality Northland post frame buildings. Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque, powering our audio stream. Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque when you are ready. Phil's Transmission. Stop in and see Lonnie, your local transmission specialist at Phil's Transmission in Potosi. Frederick Excavating. Put Jason Frederick and the crew to work for you on your next excavation or demolition project. Frederick Excavating in Potosi. We're also brought to you by WCC Brands Custom Apparel and Kieler, WCC-brands.com. Highland State Bank and HighlandStateBank.net, and Cole Acres Golf and Grill in Cuba City and ColeAcresGolfandGrill.com. Applied Micro, your computer and networking specialist in Platteville, Dodgeville, and AppliedMicro.biz. Here's the kickoff.
End zone.
And it'll be a touchback to the 20-yard line with 38 seconds left. And the Chieftains staring at the wrong end of a 14-0 score. Claire Bank, with their 8 convenient locations in Southwest Wisconsin, proud to support our community events. Claire Bank, where they say we can do that. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender. Herms's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington, and Herms's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main and Platteville. See Herms's for the perfect paint for your next project. Herms's Ace Hardware, Bloomington, and Platteville. Brian's Auto Body and Paint Specialist. The pros of Brian's get the job done right. For unexpected dings or major repair projects, head to Brian's Auto Body and Paint in Platteville. First down, trying to get outside is White, and he gets to the 22, and that's it. Sarge, excuse me.
No,
second down, 8 yards to go. And 19 seconds left first quarter. Breckler Insurance Group, for all your insurance needs. See Steve Landowski at Breckler Insurance in Fenimore. Breckler Insurance, serving Southwest Wisconsin for over 95 years. And it looks like the Chieftains are going to not run a play here. So after one, Kenosha St. Joseph 14, Potosi Cassville nothing. Second quarter after this on 97.7 Country WGLR.
In game 4.
Hi, this is Steve Schmidt, owner of the Shoebox in downtown Black Earth. We have thousands of pairs of shoes in stock, no waiting. So stop in anytime, specializing in size, selection, and fit. We will save you money. P.S. We measure both feet. Stop into the Shoebox, the largest shoe store at the north end of Black Earth.
Find out about the latest hunting regulations and get your questions answered by the DNR. Listen to Before the Hunt this Monday from 6 till 7 p.m. on 97.7 Country WGLR. Brought to you by Point and Flush Sportsman's Club Potosi and Bender Outdoors in Lancaster.
The weather can be unpredictable in the Tri-States. Tune in to 97.7 WGLR and we'll keep you up to date on all cancellations and delays affecting the Tri-States. Cancellations and delays are presented by Abercamp Auto Body. This is Rose from Abercamp Auto Body on Main Street in Platteville. You can rely on us for complete and professional auto body repair services. Whether it's paint, frame straightening, glass repair, or replacement, we do it all. Abercamp Auto Body on Main Street in Platteville. Check us out on Facebook and online at abercampautobody.com.
In game 4.
Grand Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of WIAA playoff football presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on 97.7 Country WGLR and on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, powered by H&M Plumbing, Heating, Electrical, and Lely Center Monroe. We start the second quarter with a Pink's Automotive penalty.
And I really didn't see him leave a signal.
Well, it's a 5-yard penalty. And so it's back to make it 2nd and 14 yards to go. One receiver way out to the left side. And a run around the left side across the 20 to the 23-yard line.
That's a sweep back over here to the near side with Hunter White carrying the ball, and he was able to move the ball all the way up here now to the 22-yard line.
Which will make it 3rd down and 8 yards to go. Russell Law Offices, local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Russell Law Offices, Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington. Also, Sullivan Auctioneers, Big Iron Realty. If you have livestock, farmland, or buildings to sell, call Daryl Krapp. Visit bigiron.com to learn more. Back to passes edge on 3rd and 8. Pass to the left side. That's going to be a right side. That's going to be a 1st down across the 30-yard line. Is that Ben Infield making the catch?
I can't see the number. They turn and run back to the huddle sideways, and I want to guess it to be Roush.
1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. Sullivan Auctioneers, Big Iron Realty, 1st down. 14-0. Kenosha St. Joseph, and we're 50 seconds into the 2nd quarter. Run around the left side for a yard to the 33-yard line.
And that's Roush carrying the ball.
Logan Roush, the 3rd running back. 2nd down and 9 from the 33-yard line. Rosemeyer Wealth Management will design a plan specific to your retirement goals. The experts of Rosemeyer Management will answer all your questions, even if you don't know what questions to ask. Check out their website at rosemeyermg.com. 2 receivers to the left, run up around the right side, and a gain to about as the sticks very slowly move, 35-yard line.
At the Aaron edge, he kept the ball and faked the handoff and brought it upfield, and like I said, got about 3 yards.
And it's 3rd down and 7 yards to go. Les Mack Automotive in Lancaster, whether it's Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, or Ford, you can count on over 50 years of trusted hometown service, because at Les Mack, you always get more from less. It's 3rd down, 7 yards to go from the 35 with 9:48 and the clock running. Sloan Implement, your official John Deere dealer, Bloomington, Cuba City, Montfort, and at Sloans.com. And whistles.
Timeout, Potosi.
Timeout is called. And they call timeout with 9:37 remaining in the first half. And a 14-0 Kenosha St. Joseph lead. We're brought to you by TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch Cobb in Platteville. Beautify your home with decorative colored mulch. Give Jim during the game a call at TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch Cobb in Platteville. Point and Flush Sportsman's Club in Potosi. Their guided upland bird and waterfowl hunts with friends and family will create memories that will last forever. Make your best shot with Point and Flush Sportsman's Club in Potosi. Carver's Hardwood Flooring. For hardwood flooring, stair installation, or refinishing needs, call Ryan Carver, the only National Wood Flooring Association certified installer, sander, and finisher of the tri-state area. Carver's Hardwood Flooring in Benton. Krantz Auto Parts and Krantz Hardware do it best. See Rob Krantz and the crew for full service repair on cars and light trucks too. Krantz Auto Parts and Krantz Hardware do it best in Fenimore. Millie's Diner in Dickeyville, where everything is homemade, open 7 days a week, 7 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon. Check out their menu and daily specials on Facebook. Bouse Electric, call Brad Adrian, and Josh Busher at Bouse Electric, Lancaster, and Fenimore. Lancaster Dental Associates and Fenimore Smiles, get the smile you want and the health you deserve. Learn more at lancdent.com. 3rd and 7 from the Chieftains' 35-yard line. Quick swing pass to the left side is nearly intercepted.
Well, that ended up, and it was a matter of trying to throw the ball through another ball player, and so it got tipped, and unfortunately it was incomplete. It was intended for Hunter White. I like the play call. If he would have been able to complete it, they would have been getting probably about 8 or 10 yards at least.
4th and 11, and so edge to punt again. Subs.com, fuel your fitness journey with a wide selection of products from a locally owned company. Visit the Fenimore, Dubuque, and Platteville locations or at Sub.com. People's State Bank for personal, home, business, and ag loans. Visit one of their convenient area locations or visit peoplesfinancial.com, member FDIC. Punt is fielded at the 40 and returned to the 44 with 9:26 remaining in the first half.
Good job making a tackle by Connor Robbins.
Pink's Automotive in Lancaster and Goodney's Garage in Platteville have the certified technicians, equipment, and experience to keep your vehicle in top running condition. We're also brought to you by Gary's Pest Control in Dickeyville. Gary's Pest Control salutes your local athletes. Gary's Pest Control, over 40 years of professional, friendly service.
I don't expect to see a lot of passing going on here. They've had success running the ball.
1st and 10 from the 44, and tripping on the turf. Kenosha gains 3 around the right side to the 47-yard line, 2nd and 7.
Well, there is that turf monster out there, and they've been known to get you.
2nd down, 7 yards to go. Coming up, we're brought to you by Mountain City Bank. Their total line of credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop in at Mountain City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC, to equal housing lender. Learn more at mountaincitybank.com. 2nd down, 7 yards to go from the 45-yard line.
When Rizzo's in a shotgun, then you don't have the tailback back quite as deep.
He's standing next to him, actually, but he does get the ball. The ball pops loose. It's recovered by the Lancers. It'll be a yard loss back to the 46.
And that was, didn't he see that was carrying the ball or was trying to carry it?
So they'll make it 3rd down and 8 from the 46. Big play coming up here, certainly. Southwest Tech in Fenimore, building careers and strengthening communities across Southwest Wisconsin. Apply now for spring 2026 at swtc.edu/apply. Southwest Tech, proud to serve Southwest Wisconsin. 3rd and 8 from the Kenosha St. Joseph 46-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Rizzo to pass. Rizzo has time. Rizzo rolls to the left. Rizzo throws too high. That's intercepted! Down the far sideline to the 35-yard line. Who got the interception?
Well, I can't read his number. It's hard to read between a 0, a 9, and a 6 with the way they tail in. I'm gonna turn around and say it was Aaron Edge, but he would be out on he wouldn't have run to the sidelines.
Well, the interception, the Lancaster Dental and Fenimore Smiles turnover, 7:43 left in the first half, and the Chieftains have the ball at the St. Joseph 33. Run around the left side to the 30. And out of bounds at about the 27-yard line.
White, the ball carrier. They're marking the ball down. Looks like about the 27-yard line.
2nd down, 6 yards to go. It would, given the way that the game has gone at this point, I would think it'd be very good for the Chieftains to score here.
Oh, yeah.
2nd down, 6 yards to go. And a run up the middle, and Saar doesn't get very much, maybe a yard.
Looking to see where they decide to spot the ball, and he moved it really to the other side of the same hash mark. So technically he's got a no gain.
So it'll be 3rd down and 6 yards to go in what obviously is 4-down territory.
Yeah, they need to get the ball down to about the 23-yard line.
2 receivers go out to the right side. And 2 running backs on 3rd and 6. Edge hands it off, and down to the 22-yard line goes River Saar, and that will move the sticks.
And that's
Sullivan Auctioneers Big Iron Realty 1st down.
That ends up being a 7-yard run for River Sar.
Matching his number. 1st and 10 from the 21 just outside of the Bitech green zone. Chieftains trying to dent the 14-0 deficit. One receiver to the right, wing back to the left, and 2 other running backs. And around the left side, a gain to the 19-yard line for 2. Probably River Sar.
It is River Sar running kind of like a slant play back off to the left side. Off tackle. Like I said, he got a little more than a yard, but not much.
Have you seen a play that Potosi Cassville has run that you don't recognize? I mean, they are the wing T team, although multiple formation.
Well, you can line up in any formation you want and still run wing T plays.
2nd and 8 from the 19 in the Bitech green zone. Grunerway Bitech Resource Management of Monroe. And a run around the right side, and that is close to the first down.
Well,
River Sar.
The play was designed to go off tackle, and it was all plugged up, and he just kept bouncing it to the outside down to the 15-yard line.
It'll be 3rd down, 3 yards to go from the 15 as we hit 5 minutes left in the first half. Receiver out to the right side. And they're trying to run around the left side and hit behind the line of scrimmage. A loss back to the 17-yard line for River Sar, and that'll make it 4th and 5.
It's one of the things that River Sar doesn't make this kind of a mistake that often. He really should have cut it in, and he failed to do that.
It's actually spotted at the 16, so it's a yard loss, which makes it 4th down and 4 yards to go. They need to get to the 12. On the near side hash mark, receiver tight in on the right side, and run around the right side, and that's going to end up losing yards also back to the 20.
Well, what they were trying to do is that was going to be a fake run. They wanted to throw the ball downfield, but the receiver was double covered down there, and he was looking really to be able to throw the ball to Richardson, but again, like I said, he was totally covered.
And so the Kenosha St. Joseph defense holds. They take over at the 21, 1st and 10, with 4:08 left in the first half, and the Lancers leading the Chieftains 14-0. J&J Sandbar in Cassville, fun for the entire family, bar and restaurant with banquet facilities featuring daily lunch specials, buffets, nightly specials, homemade pizzas, and Saturday night prime rib. Celebrate together at J&J Sandbar in Cassville. 1st and 10 from the 21, and trying to get outside, and then they are going out of bounds.
But the ball's going to go back. There's a penalty. I'm going to assume it's in the area that normally you'd get holding.
That play went long enough to make you think that also. There was a gain of 3, if it counts.
It is a hold.
So that'll push it back to the 11. 1st down, 20 yards to go. We're brought to you by Pioneer Ag of Lancaster, specializing in selling and servicing a wide range of livestock, utility, and flatbed trailers for all your hauling needs, and your Dairyland seed dealer, Pioneer Ag in Lancaster. And Community First Bank for you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank. CFBank.com, member FDIC. 1st and 20 from the 11. 3:45 left until the McNett Electric halftime report.
And I would expect to see the ball go in the air here because they are successful with that, have been all year.
Receiver out wide, actually 2 to the right.
And they run it off to the right side. It's a nice job running the ball by Tennessee, and I keep saying that wrong.
Up to the 17-yard line goes Kenosha for 6, 2nd down and 14. Southwest Health has over 24 specialty services and more than 50 specialists, so you get to have specialized care without traveling far from home. Learn more about their specialty services at southwesthealth.org. Well, while they're not saying anything, We're brought to you by Okies Market in Cassville. Check out Okies, your local Surefine food center where they'll carry out your groceries to Okies Market in Cassville. 2nd and 14. From the 15, run up around the left side, up across the 20-yard line. Where is the official who's supposed to mark it on this side? Why is he standing on the sidelines?
I have no idea. Oh, he's way back out of the way.
What is he doing over there?
I don't know. Maybe he's having a discussion. Looks like they were ended up in that run, able to get a gain of about 3 yards.
Up to the 20, makes it 3rd down and 11 yards to go. Lely Center Monroe. Call your local dairy automation specialist, Jordan Wilson at Lely Center Monroe. We're also brought to you by Worco Transportation. For employment opportunities or to plan your next getaway, visit worcotransportation.com. Worco Transportation in Bloomington. 3rd and 10. And another run play, which is a little strange call. It's not going to get anywhere close to the first down.
And it's like Tennessee was able to gain about another 2 yards.
Maybe they were trying to get the Chieftains defense to bite on what they would think should be a pass play, but it was a run instead, and it's going to be a punt.
On the shoebox scoreboard, I have a call in the midway through the second quarter. Darlington is leading 13-3.
That is over Manitowoc Lutheran. Also the Lancers, by the way.
Yes, it is.
Kenosha St. That's a little strange. Yeah. And that's on X1071.
That's a lot of spears.
Well, and then, of course, the funny part of all that is my own high school was the Lancers, Madison La Follette. Clock has stopped.
Yeah, it's a timeout here by Kenosha St. Joe's.
On 4th and 8. That is their first time out. So we'll tell you that we are brought to you by Midwest Motorsports. Visit their showroom in Kieler for parts, service, and your next ride. See their inventory at MidwestMotorsportsOnline.com. Midwest Motorsports in Kieler. Shop local. Shop Cruisin' Kids and Walkers clothing and shoes. Gift cards are the perfect gift for that hard to buy for person on your list. Shop head to toe for the entire family. Cruisin' Kids and Walkers clothing and shoes on the square in Lancaster. With Hinderman Repair in Dickeyville, a little vehicle maintenance can save you thousands. Call Keith for an appointment today and learn more at HindermanRepairLLC.com and on Facebook to keep your vehicle running as good as new. Well, they're going to punt, which not sure why they called a timeout to decide that, but 1:01 remaining in the half. Chieftains have 2 timeouts. Here's the snap at a line drive punt, but it takes a big bounce on the artificial grass.
But it hit on the out-of-bounds side over there.
On the 29-yard line. And so, 1st and 10 with 54 seconds left of the first half. Remember that Kenosha St. Joseph gets the ball to start the second half. So I guess the first thing is don't turn the ball over, but obviously they'd really love a score here before the half. Shannon Marie Photography, specializing in wedding, senior, and newborn photography and service, serving the tri-state area. Learn more at shanmariePhoto.com. 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Run around the left side and a short gain to the 31. White
gain of about 2.
2nd and 8. 40 seconds left first half, and the Chieftains go right back to the line of scrimmage. Whistles all over the place. And we have a penalty.
Well, I didn't see a flag on the field.
Loss ended up being a yard loss back to the 30, so it's 3rd down, 9 yards to go.
I didn't even see who had the ball.
Actually, it's back at the 28, so it's 3rd and 11. And a run up the 35 to the 36-yard line.
That's Saar.
But that'll be as far as they get here. It's 4th down with 1 second left in the half, and Kenosha St. Joseph calls a timeout because they might as well.
Well, they've got one, so. And you know what I would do if there's only 1 second left? I'd run the ball.
Yeah, because you're not going to.
Wait a minute. Hunter White is hobbling off.
So that is it's not a timeout, actually. And once he gets off, that will start the clock, and just like that, end the first half. After one half of football, Kenosha St. Joseph 14, Potosi Cassville nothing. More after this on 97.7 Country WGLR.
In Game 5.
Attention business owners. Are you tired of monthly fees eating into your profits? Look no further than People State Bank. People State Bank's business checking account has no monthly service charge. Yes, you heard that right. 0 monthly service charges. But that's not all. Enjoy free ATM and debit cards, free online and mobile banking, and free bill pay services. With People State Bank, managing your business finances has never been easier or more affordable. Stop wasting your hard-earned money on unnecessary fees. Switch to People State Bank today and take care of your business finances. People State Bank, member FDIC.
Advanced surgical care is closer than you think. Grant Regional Health Center offers Southwest Wisconsin the latest surgical procedures supported by leading-edge diagnostic imaging. Board-certified general surgeons Dr. Rimko and Dr. Kazi perform minimally invasive procedures, which result in enhanced surgical precision, quicker recovery times, and improved patient outcomes. At Grant Regional Health Center, you'll receive innovative, advanced care from a caring, compassionate staff, all close to home. Learn more at grantregional.com.
In Game 5.
Grand Regional Health Center and People State Bank coverage of WIAA playoff football presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on 97.7 Country WGLR and on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, powered by H&N Plumbing, Heating, Electrical, and Laley Center Monroe. Kenosha St. Joseph leads Potosi Cassville to have 14-0. McNett Electric halftime report after these messages on 97.7 Country WGLR.
Halftime 3 minutes.
Speeding and reckless driving are leading causes of injuries and deaths on Wisconsin roadways. Whether you're an athlete or a spectator, control your drive on our streets, county roads, and highways to keep all travelers safe. Don't speed. Don't be reckless. Zero in Wisconsin. Together, we can save lives. This message from the Queen Bee Radio family of stations and the WIAA.
Hello, Amy here from Cuba City Family Dental. Part of our dedication to excellence in the dental services we offer are same-day crowns. Instead of return visits to our office, we can diagnose and fix your tooth in one day at any of our 3 convenient locations. Call us when you are in need and experience patient-centered care for you and your family at Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental. Ask about our new patient specials. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
As your American Family Insurance agent in Lancaster, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Bradley Breer, agent at Bradley Breer Agency, LLC. Call me at 608-723-2990 and let's talk about your insurance needs today. Contact Bradley Breer, agent at Bradley Breer Agency, LLC at 608-723-2990 today.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
American Family Insurance.
Progressive presents Employee of the Month. Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Terry's Tiny Homes, Terry! Sure, as the only employee of her company, Terry was probably the front runner, but saving money getting personalized discounts with a commercial auto quote from Progressive, well, that gave Terry the edge. Over Terry.
Terry, Terry.
Keep awkwardly
Terry,
chanting your own name, Terry. You deserve it.
Woo!
Be your own Terry. See if you could save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
You've got a big day, so you use Unstoppable Scent Boosters to give your laundry non-stop freshness. So no matter how long the day goes, you
can't stop this power, this walk, this pose, this strut, this look, this talk.
Your clothes will be so fresh you can confidently strut into that end of the day meeting like a
boss, 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 boss is blessed.
stores. They aren't just about air fresheners or fuzzy dice. Auto Value Parts stores are all about parts, auto parts, and advice. Pros who know auto parts with tons of tips when you need them the most. You want real value? Don't go to a place with a cute name. Go to Auto Value. Could there be a better name? I didn't think so. Your Auto Value Parts store. We've got the parts, we've got the smarts.
Halftime, 3 minutes.
Grand Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of WIAA playoff football presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on 97.7 Country WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, powered by H&M Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical in Laley Center, Monroe. It is time for the McNett Electric halftime report. For all your electrical needs, call McNett Electric in Belmont. Well, I should mention, by the way, any field goals made in the game today are presented by Sloan Implement, your local John Deere dealer. Sloan Implement helping you reach your field goals with new and used equipment along with parts and service. See Sloan Implement, Bloomington, Cuba City, Montfort, and at sloans.com. 14-0. Kenosha St. Joseph leading Potosi Cassville at the half, and I will tell you that technology is really trying to murder us. Chieftains have the only thing that they've kind of had as an advantage at this point is one more turnover than the Lancers, but they were not able to take advantage of it. They got a first down on their first series, but had to punt it away. And the Lancers went 73 yards in 13 plays and 6 minutes and 12 seconds. A 1-yard touchdown pass, which was to, we figure out that was Devin Brown from Zach Rizzo.
I assume it was Brown.
And then the extra point by Andres Gamez. Point and Flush Sportsman's Club extra point by Andres Gamez made it 7-0. Chieftains were a 3-and-out right after that, and then hooking up with Devin Brown for the second time. This one much longer, 79 yards. Is that correct here?
Well, you had said 81 at the time.
81, that's right. Yeah, it was 81 yards. And so that makes it 14-0. Chieftains defense is held at that, from that point. The Chieftains did recover a fumble at the, or actually got an interception at the 46-yard line. It took it back to the 31, but they only got one first down, and the drive ended on a 4th and 4 tackle for loss, and that has been it to this point.
Well, there's some things that I've looked at as kind of some surprises in the game. Of course, you look at Potosi's offense and not generating nearly what they normally do. I mean, there's a total of 53 yards rushing the ball, and Aaron Edge has thrown the ball 3 times, completed 1 for 8 yards. One of the things I did make note of, and that is we talk about Kenosha St. Joe's being senior dominated. Yeah, I believe I counted there are 2 non-seniors on their starting defense. So that makes a big difference right there with what you're seeing up front. Looking at Kenosha St. Joe's on offense, Christopher Tennessee has got 72 yards and 12 carries, and that's where most of the yards are rushing the football. Rizzo's got 1, and Weiss has 8, and Kuiper has 4 yards. So that's a total of 85 yards rushing the ball. And Rizzo is only 1 out of 3 with an interception throwing the ball. But then again, that was 81 yards for a touchdown. So
the offensive line, we didn't really give you the whole lineup because of our rush in getting on the air. The offensive line for Kenosha St. Joseph, Alex Vasquez, 240. Matthew Storino, 180. Berkeley Kuiper, 190 when he's not playing tight end. Sincere Williams at 250 and Dante Williams at 270. That's pretty good size, obviously. Potosi Cassville on defense. Up front, Ben Infield, Carter Bierman, Will Tobin, Connor Robbins. The linebackers, River Sar, Logan Roush, and Hunter White. Reed Weber, Aaron Edge, Darius Tate, and Drew Richardson are the defensive backs. And did not get all the starters from Kenosha St. Joseph at A-rate. We'll be back with more from Stoughton. 14-0 Kenosha St. Joseph on 97.7 Country WGLR.
In Game 6.
Hi, this is Will Dunson with Dubuque Mattress. Why is a Dubuque Mattress customer a customer for life? It's simple. At Dubuque Mattress, the customer is number one. Period. The customer's happiness is the most important thing. If there is anything I can do to help you sleep better, I will. Whether it's while you're looking at a new mattress, 6 months later, or 10 years after you've purchased from us, you are still number one.
Dubuque Mattress Factory, you get a little snooze time.
The agriculture programs at Southwest Tech offer a variety of career training in the areas of dairy, livestock, and mechanics. Pursue a degree in production agriculture to obtain diverse careers including herd manager, farm equipment manager, custom operator, and more. Receive hands-on training through farm tours, operation, and management of the college's crop ground. Learn more at swtc.edu/ag. Southwest Tech. This is where you belong.
In Game 6.
Grand Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of WIAA playoff football presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on 97.7 Country WGLR and on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, powered by H&M Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical in Laley Center, Monroe. We're in the McNett Electric halftime report. 14-0 Kenosha St. Joseph leading, and again, they will get the second half kickoff. So it's time for the halftime fix. Millie's Diner in Dickeyville presents the halftime fix. Stop in and see what they are fixing for you. Well, how do you fix this?
Score points.
Well, that's brilliant.
I mean, that's really brilliant.
I can see that's why we bring you along, for that kind of penetrating insight.
Well, if we turn around and we take a look at what is happening up front for Potosi Cassville, they're running the plays pretty much like they always have. And they're really doing a pretty good job right at the line of scrimmage. The people who are making all the tackles are their linebackers and their defensive backs, and they've done a whale of a job in this game. The guys up front have just kind of neutralized some of the big guys that Potosi Cassville has up front. And that's primarily it. And again, I have to compliment their defensive secondary on their pass coverage. The only couple of passes that were thrown, I thought they had pretty good coverage on. One that was back out here to Richardson, there really wasn't much of a chance on that. He was so well covered, and it was thrown out of bounds because they were fully covered. But then again, he threw that pass to Roush that was a real nice pass, and he brought it, caught it, and moved it down the field a little ways. So that was good. But then the other time he put the ball up to White, and oh, good heavens, there was so much around there. But they also tried that halfback option pass, and their defensive secondary had Richardson balled in like crazy. So there was really no chance to even throw the football, much less trying to complete anything. But it's a matter of trying to find where you can get something back. I'd always believe in play action, where you force linebackers to come in and make plays. And I'd like to see a little more play action type passing to try to set it up. And again, like I said, there's certain plays that I haven't seen out of Potosi this year. I have not seen what I call a belly pass, where you fake the ball to River Sar as the second man through, but then you throw the ball out into the flat to the halfback that led through, and I haven't seen him do that really all year.
Well, the thing, I think, Potosi Cassville is a very run-oriented team.
Yes.
They can't really get the run going, and until they do get the run going, if they can tonight, I'm not sure how much, make a team one-dimensional.
Well, what ends up, and you're trying to do, and that's why play action is so good, they're so good at coming up and reading the running plays, whether it's the trap or the sweep or whatever. They're reading the guards and being able to make the plays to get to the point of attack. But if you make the fake and then you drop it off to someone else out there, that can help to negate some of that.
14-0 Potosi Cassville trailing Kenosha St. Joseph at the half.
But on the shoebox scoreboard, I do have another score, and that is Darlington at halftime is now leading 20-3
over Manitowoc
Lutheran.
And that is on X1071. And here it's 14-0 Kenosha St. Joseph over Potosi Cassville. Second half after these messages on 97.7 Country WGLR.
In Game 7.
People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank. Member FDIC.
As a fellow veteran, we understand what it means to serve on a team. A suicide on a team is devastating and a real risk for veterans. If you or someone you know is struggling, reach out now. Reach out WIS.org for local resources available to you and your loved ones.
Paid for by Advancing a Healthier Wisconsin Endowment with support by the Medical College of Wisconsin, the War Memorial Center, and reachoutwis.org.
In Game 7.
Grand Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of WIAA playoff football presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on 97.7 Country WGLR. 14-0 Kenosha St. Joseph leading Potosi Cassville at the half. Meanwhile, at the very end of the first half, Broker Busher gets a 38-yard touchdown catch. Time runs out. Darlington leading Manitowoc Lutheran 27-3 at the half. That's on X1071. That winner, by the way, will take on either Mondovi or Edgar, which remember is last year's Division 7 champion. But that game will be Thursday at 1 at Camp Randall Stadium. And if the Chieftains come back and win this game, well, let me put it this way. The winner will play Cochrane Fountain City or Oshkosh Lords. They're playing tonight at Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln. Division 7 championship at 10. Division 6 at 1 on Thursday. And we hope to be there for both. Looking good to get at least one trip to Madison.
Very much so.
Havy's Bar in Tennyson proudly supports the Potosi Cassville football team and congratulates them on a great season. Havy's Bar wishes all area student athletes good luck and success this year. Havy's, where good friends gather after the game. Y'all be tubing when you're ready for the ultimate tubing adventure. Y'all be tubing on the Grant River is the #1 tubing experience in Wisconsin. Plan your next adventure today at y'allbetubing.com. All-Star Power Wash in Benson, your full-service painting and power washing company, specializing in agricultural and commercial projects. All-Star Power Wash has been servicing the Tri-States for over 30 years. Check them out on the web and Facebook. Call today for a quote. Tandem Tire in Potosi, ready to prepare your vehicle for winter driving. Get up to $330 back on 4 Goodyear tires. Log on to tandemtire.com for specials, for details, to schedule an appointment and find more money-saving fall specials. Granny Electric in Platteville specializes in residential, agricultural, and commercial wiring. For new construction, repairs, or maintenance, you can count on Granny Electric to make your electrical concerns go away. Haverland Heating and Cooling in Hazel Green, your local Carrier dealer with a complete line of home heating products to keep your family comfortable. Call Nick Haverland at Haverland Heating and Cooling. We're also brought to you by Epic Construction. See Epic Construction for industrial and commercial building projects. Epic Construction, building quality, building trust, and building a difference. Pages and Parcels is open at 101 North Main Street in Potosi. My note is the old Brother store. This is your spot for books, unique gifts, and quick pack and ship services. Stop by to explore, ship, and discover something special today. Holiday Holiday Gardens is hosting chicken dinner trivia night the night before Thanksgiving. Congrats to the Potosi Cassville seniors who continue to provide leadership for the 2025 football team, Holiday Gardens in Potosi. Schmitz Plumbing and Heating LLC in Potosi is your trusted local team to help you get ready for winter. From pipes to power, they bring skill and reliability to every project, big or small. Schmitz Plumbing, Heating, and Electric in Potosi. McCartney Corners would like to congratulate the entire Potosi Cassville football team on an incredible season. Visit McCartney Corners, Highway 133 in Cassville, your 5-star dive bar for great food, great drinks, and great times. Chieftains to kick off. And the kick is fielded at the 20-yard line at a deep kick and returned up to the 34-yard line, and that is where the Lancers start. 6 seconds into the last half of somebody's football season and more than a few careers.
That was Kuiper that just returned that kickoff. So they're right now at the 30, just over the 34-yard line. I guess you'd call it the 35.
At Driftless Coffee Company in Cassville, you will find fresh brewed coffee, specialty beverages, and delicious food with welcoming small town vibes. They remind you to explore Cassville for the holidays. Driftless Coffee Company in Cassville, and immediately the Lancers are going backwards 5 yards.
Yeah, legal procedure.
So back to the 29, 1st and 15. Melby Funeral Home and Crematory in Platteville offers a history of caring and understands that each family is unique and will honor personal requests and tradition. Matt and Laura Melby Funeral Home and Crematory in Platteville. 1st and 15 from the 29. You know, you were at this game, I believe, when Potosi played Randolph in 2012 in Middleton in this game, state semifinal game.
I believe I was. That was a while ago.
First down, Kenosha around the left side gets through one wave of tacklers and gets to the 32.
He ends up and he's able to get a couple yards. It was a matter of you got one guy over there who was able to stall him, and then the next thing you know, you've got a whole crowd there.
Well, I bring up that game because was not Potosi at one point down more than one score and came back to win?
Yes, they were. This is high school football. And I have always said that anything can happen in a high school football game that you may not expect. And over the years, we've seen that.
Northland Buildings, for a quality Northland building built tough for the Northland. Contact Joe Ryder, your local expert in quality Northland post frame buildings. 2nd down, 12 yards to go from the Lancers' 32-yard line. Man comes in motion, one of the receivers. And a throw over the middle is caught for a first down up to the 48-yard line. And that's Baez making the catch from Rizzo. And a Sullivan Auctioneers Big Iron Realty first down at the 47, 15 yards. Anderson Weber Turner and Dubuque powering our audio stream. Anderson Weber Turner and Dubuque when you are ready. West End Salvage in Lancaster. See Junkyard Joe Krantz and the West End Salvage team for recycling as well as construction and demolition waste too. West End Salvage in Lancaster. Phil's Transmission. Stop in and see Lonnie, your local transmission specialist at Phil's Transmissions in Potosi. That is not easy to say. I guess I'm happy they're not in Tennyson because Phil's Transmission in Tennyson would be really a mouthful.
Well, that would be fun.
1st and 10 at the 47. Rizzo pitches to the right and to the 50, 45, 40. Dragged down, but it'll be another first down. Kenosha to the 38. And another Sullivan Auctioneers Big Iron Realty first down, this time at the Chieftains' 39-yard line, actually is where the ball is spotted. Frederick Excavating, put Jason Frederick and the crew to work for you on your next excavation or demolition project. Frederick Excavating in Potosi. We're also brought to you by Applied Micro, your computer networking specialist in Platteville, Dodgeville, and at appliedmicro.biz. And Cole Acres Golf and Grill, Cuba City, and coleacresgolfandgrill.com. 1st and 10 from the 39. Receivers and wingbacks on each side, and up the middle, picking his way through to the 36 is Kenosha for 3 yards. 2nd down, 7 yards to go.
Really was a good job by by him with a cut that he made in there. But again, pretty good job by the Potosi defense to bottle him up.
Brought to you by the Highland State Bank in Highland, highlandstatebank.net, WCC Brands Custom Apparel in Kieler, and WCC-Brands.com. Receivers and slot backs on both sides. Man comes in motion. Rizzo hands it off around the right side, and there he goes to the 10, to the 5, and dives to the pylon for the touchdown.
No,
yeah.
Well, there was a little bit mixed decision there by the officials, but they ended up calling it.
Tennessee with a 36-yard touchdown. And with 9:04 left in the third, Kenosha St. Joseph's lead expands to 20-0. And Gamez for the Point and Flush Sportsman's Club extra point coming into the game 57 of 61 in extra points.
Well, he's a good kicker.
Rizzo is the holder. And the Point and Flush Sportsman's Club extra point is good. Kenosha St. Joseph 21, Potosi Cassville nothing. 9:04 remaining in the third. Back after this on 97.7 Country WGLR.
In game 8.
Milk has been building champions for centuries. Research shows that real milk builds pregame muscle, and low-fat chocolate milk restores postgame muscle for athletes like few other beverages. That's why the pros know they're gonna need milk to fuel their performance. Learn their inspiring stories at GonnaNeedMilk.com. GONNA needmilk.com. Brought to you by Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin.
The weather can be unpredictable in the Tri-States. Tune in to 97.7 WGLR and we'll keep you up to date on all cancellations and delays affecting the Tri-States. Cancellations and delays are presented by Avercamp Auto Body. This is Rose from Avercamp Auto Body on Main Street in Platteville. You can rely on us for complete and professional auto body repair services. Whether it's paint, frame straightening, glass repair, or replacement, we do it all. Avercamp Auto Body on Main Street in Platteville. Check us out on Facebook and online at avercampautobody.com.
In game 8.
The kickoff goes into the end zone. And so once again, the Chieftains start with field position at their 20-yard line with 9:04 left in the third quarter. They had scoring drive, 6 plays, 66 yards, 2 minutes and 50 seconds. That has extended the Kenosha St. Joseph lead to 21-0 over the Chieftains. Clare Bank, with 8 convenient locations in Southwest Wisconsin, proud to support our community events. Clare Bank, where they say we can do that. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. That was funny. The UW band's recording of "You Said It All" got cut off after like line 2. Run up to the 21-yard line for a yard. River Sar. Second down, 9 yards to go. Russell Law Offices, local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, more. Russell Law Offices, Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington. Also brought to you by Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington. Hermson's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main and Platteville. See Hermson's for the perfect paint for your next project. Hermson's Ace Hardware, Bloomington, and Platteville. 2nd and 9 from the 21. Fake run to the right, run to the left, and this will be a first down. Up to the 27, up to the 32-yard line.
That was Isaac Adams with the carry. He got 11 yards on that play.
His first carry of the game, and it is a Sullivan Auctioneers Big Iron Realty first down to the 32. Brian's Auto Body and Paint Specialist. The pros of Brian's get the job done right. For unexpected dings or major repair projects, head to Brian's Auto Body and Paint in Lancaster. Chieftains running the plays a little faster now. 1st and 10 at the 32. And a run for about a yard.
And again, that's linebackers that they're making the play primarily.
River Sar for 1. 2nd down and 9 yards to go. Breckler Insurance Group, for all your insurance needs. See Steve Landusky at Breckler Insurance in Fenimore. Breckler Insurance serving Southwest Wisconsin for over 95 years.
And again, with the way they're lining up, I mean, they're pretty much in more of a 5-man front, but yet they kind of list themselves as being a 4-man front.
Right around the left side on second down and 9 up to the 36.
Hunter White running the sweep back over to the far side, and again, 1 yard.
Third down, 4 yards to go from the 34. This feels a lot. Well, all right, this feels somewhat like the state championship game last year where Edgar's defense just basically stuffed Potosi Cassville. The Chieftains have had a very difficult time moving the ball tonight.
Well, again, like I said, you're matched up with size, and they're putting more people up front than you would expect.
3rd and 4, Edge rolls to the left. Edge looking, Edge takes off and gets out of bounds, but short of the first down.
Yeah.
Got to the 35 and actually lost a yard. I think that is our first Subs.com sack of the night.
Well, technically he got to the line of scrimmage. I'm going to give him a 0 gain.
It is 4th down, regardless. 4th and 5.
He was trying to get back out here on a bootleg pattern and just couldn't get a receiver open. And again, you're running it to the left, so he'd have to throw it across his body.
So Edge again will punt. One running back or receiver back at the 35. That should be Kenosha, and he's not going to go after this because it's well past him. And goes out of bounds.
At the 35-yard line.
You know, if I'd known that they were going to keep playing UW band stuff, I suppose I could have brought my trumpet along.
No, thank you.
I remember.
I know you can still play, and I know you do that, but I have other things I'd like to encourage you to do with your trumpet along the line here. But
oh, really?
We'll talk about it on the way home.
Okay. All right.
Because I have a friend that does it up in the Twin Cities.
1st and 10 at the 35. Mount City Bank's total line of credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop into Mount City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Learn more at mountcitybank.com. 1st and 10 from the 35. Run around the right side and wrestled down at the 43.
That's wise. And they're marking it for a 9-yard gain.
Tyler Butera Weiss is his name. He's carried the ball a couple of times tonight.
Second carry.
Well, that would be 2, yes.
That would be a couple.
2 would be a couple.
That's right.
As opposed to the people who say couple 3, which I've never quite, although I guess that's kind of an inferred comma.
How can you be 3 if you're a couple?
I'm not sure we want to delve into that, Wally. Second down.
Hey, I like to do these things with an editor.
Great. 2nd and 2 at the 43. And the throw to the deep left side and just off the fingertips at the 25-yard line.
And that's for Bayer, who was attempted for. A little bit overthrown. He was open only in the fact that he had a step on the defensive back that was covering him.
But I think Baez would have had to have been somewhat taller to catch that.
Or 2 steps faster.
McNett Electric in Belmont can assist you with all your electrical needs, whatever the need, agricultural, commercial, or residential. Chip and his crew at McNett Electric are on call and ready to help you, McNett Electric, in Belmont. 3rd down, 2 yards to go from the 43-yard line of Kenosha St. Joseph. Lancers moving left to right in the home uniforms, and they're not going to get the first down as the left side of the Chieftains defense stuffs that.
That's Tobin, and that's an excellent job by him on that play.
A loss back to the 41, and
well, you don't take Tennessee back for a loss very often.
Actually, a yard loss back to the 42 makes it 4th and 3. And I would think that they might be rethinking. You would have thought they would have gone for it on a yard, but it's...
They're going for it now. Nope, they're not.
Punting on 4th and 3.
Rizzo is their punter. He's not a bad punter.
Yeah, that's the key. When your quarterback is your punter also. And, however, he does punt here. And it is caught at the 25. and returned up to the 40-yard line.
Pretty good return.
Chieftains in decent field position with 4:37 remaining in quarter number 3, but still trying to dent the scoreboard. It's 21-0 Kenosha St. Joseph. Southwest Tech and Fenimore building careers and strengthening communities across Southwest Wisconsin. Apply now for spring 2026 at swtc.edu/apply. Southwest Tech proud to serve Southwest Wisconsin.
That was Drew Richardson on that return. I'll tell you what, that is one of the things that is an art to be able to catch the ball on a punt.
1st and 10 from the 40. Edge rolls to the right and looking and throwing, and the pass to the right side incomplete.
No, it's caught.
It was caught at the 45.
Yep, to Saar.
River Saar making the catch for 5 yards. 2nd down, 5 yards to go, and that does stop the clock.
Because he was knocked out of bounds right as he caught the ball.
J&J Sandbar in Cassville, fun for the entire family. Bar and restaurant with banquet facilities featuring daily lunch specials, buffets, nightly specials, homemade pizzas, and Saturday prime ribs. Celebrate together at J&J Sandbar in Cassville. 2nd and 5 from the 45, and trying to get outside, but only able to get about a yard to the 46.
Well, they're going to mark him back up here a couple of yards all the way down to the 47. And that's Hunter White on the run.
So it's 3rd down, 3 yards to go. Pioneer Ag in Lancaster specializes in selling and servicing a wide range of livestock, utility, and flatbed trailers for all your hauling needs and your Dairyland seed dealer, Pioneer Ag in Lancaster. 3rd and 3 from the 47. Edge to pass. Throws. Pass is juggled incomplete at the 45-yard line. Off the hands of the intended receiver, which is Logan Roush.
Oh, no, that was Ben Infeld.
That's right.
He came from his tight end spot across then. I like the play call.
4th and 3 from the 47 with the Chieftains. It looks like they're not going to go for it.
No.
Community First Bank, for you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference of Community First Bank. CFBank.com, member FDIC. Also brought to you by Oakey's Marketing Cassville. Check out Oakey's, your local Surefine food center where they'll carry out your groceries to Oakey's Market in Cassville. And edge to punt again. And no, it's a fake, and it's not going to work. Chieftains ran a run, but only get a yard when they needed 3. And so the Kenosha St. Joseph defense holds, and they will take over at midfield, or close to midfield, with 3:47 left in the 3rd quarter. Well, at the 48.
It was a short snap back to Rizzo.
Wrong team.
Yeah, no kidding. No, that was a short snap that ended up going back to Roush, and he got a yard, but he couldn't get all he needed. I don't think that was a bad call at this point.
No, it wasn't.
Especially where you are on the field.
Yeah. 1st and 10 for Kenosha St. Joseph at the Potosi Cassville 47-yard line. 21-0. Lancers in front, run for no gain at the 47-yard line.
A good job again out there by Will Tobin, because he wanted to bounce it out this way and he didn't let him. So he went back in against everybody else.
Will Tobin possibly playing his last game. Southwest Health has over 24 specialty services and more than 50 specialists, so you could have specialized care without traveling far from home. Learn more about their specialty services at southwesthealth.org. 2nd and 10 from the Potosi Cassville 47, right over the stylized Stoughton logo at the 50. And Tennessee goes left and doesn't gain much there
and a flag.
either. He gets a yard down to the 46, but it may not count.
Well, we'll see what the penalty call is.
I did say may.
I think they're going to call it on Potosi Cassville. And I'm going to guess in this case it would probably be a face mask.
Pink's Automotive, our penalty sponsor this season, of course. Laley Center Monroe. Call your local dairy automation specialist Jordan Wilson at Lately Center Monroe. Apparently that play did not officially exist because of offsetting penalties.
Oh, really? I didn't see the other one.
Well, that's what I heard from the PA next to us, so.
I only saw the one signal, and I only saw one flag.
Midwest Motorsports, visit their showroom in Kieler for parts service in your next ride. See their inventory at MidwestMotorsportsOnline.com, Midwest Motorsports in Kieler. So we'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 40, actually 2nd and 9 from the 47. And now what?
Illegal procedure.
Another Pink's Automotive penalty.
So
that pushes them back to their side of the field at the St. Joseph 48, 2nd and 15. 2:28 remaining in the third quarter. We're brought to you by Worco Transportation. For employment opportunities or to plan your next getaway, visit WorcoTransportation.com. Worco Transportation in Bloomington. 2nd and 15 this time, back at the 48. Receiver comes in motion, another receiver to the right. And the pass over the middle is caught at to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, to the end zone. I think that was Rinaldi.
Schmitz, number 6.
Schmitz gets the touchdown. 52 yards. And that extends the lead to 27-0 with 2 minutes remaining in the third. 47 yards in 4 plays. And that took 1:47 to extend the lead on the Northland Buildings touchdown to 27-0. And Gomez has been perfect tonight, as in 3 of 3. And now he is 4 of 4 in Point and Flush Sportsman's Club extra points. 28-0. Kenosha St. Joseph with 2 minutes remaining in the third. Our game brought to you by McNett Electric in Belmont. They can assist you with all your electrical needs. Whatever the need, agricultural, commercial, or residential, Chip and his crew at McNett Electric around. Call Ray to help you. McNett Electric in Belmont. Shop local, shop Cruisin' Kids, and Walker's Clothing and Shoes. Gift cards are perfect gifts for that hard-to-buy-for person on your list. Shop head to toe for the entire family. Cruisin' Kids and Walker's Clothing and Shoes on the Square in Lancaster. Havey's Bar in Tennyson proudly supports the Potosi Cassville football team and congratulates them on a great season. Havey's Bar wishes all area student athletes good luck and success this year. Havey's, where good friends gather after the game. With Hinderman Repair in Dickeyville, a little vehicle maintenance can save you thousands. Call Keith for an appointment today and learn more at HindermanRepairLLC.com and on Facebook to keep your vehicle running as good as new. We're also brought to you by Y'all Be Tubin. When you're ready for the ultimate tubing adventure, Y'all Be Tubin on the Grant River is the #1 tubing experience in Wisconsin. Plan your next adventure today at y'allbetubin.com. Here's the kickoff. And this does not go into the end zone, one of the rare times. And the ball to the 30, to the 40 in a spin move, and up to the 44-yard line.
And that's River Saar on the return. But that's a nice return. Made a couple of nice cuts. Got a couple of nice blocks out and down back around the 35-yard line.
1st and 10. Tandem Tire in Potosi is ready to prepare your vehicle for winter driving. Get up to $330 back on 4 Goodyear tires. Log on to tandemtire.com for details to schedule an appointment and find more money-saving fall specials. 1st and 10 at the Chieftains' 44-yard line. 3 running backs. And the pitch goes outside. And just a yard up to the 46-yard line. Or 2 yards, actually, for Hunter White. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. All-Star Power Wash in Benton, your full-service painting and power washing company, specializes in agricultural and Commercial Projects All-Star Power Wash has been serving the Tri-States for over 30 years. Check them out on the web and Facebook and call today for a quote. 2nd and 8 from the 46. And Edge is going to be taken down, trying to get outside to the right, and goes down at the 41, and that is definitely a Subs.com sack.
Well, that's not what he wanted to do. I mean, there was supposed to be a handoff there, and the ball carrier wasn't there.
Under a minute left in the third quarter. Shannon Marie Photography, specializing in wedding, senior, and newborn photography and serving the tri-state area. Learn more at shannonmariephoto.com. Granny Electric in Platteville specializes in residential, agricultural, and commercial wiring. For new construction repairs or maintenance, you can count on Granny Electric to make your electrical concerns go away. Run up the middle and bouncing off tacklers, and then down to the 43 or 42-yard line of Kenosha St. Joseph. Rivers Saar. That was quite a run, and that ends up being a Sullivan Auctioneers Big Iron Realty first down.
Well, that's 16 yards that Saar's got on that run. And the only reason he didn't get more is they ended up in the turf monster. Shoes just slipped right out from under him.
22 seconds left in the third. Haverland Heating and Cooling of Hazel Green, your local carrier dealer with a complete line of home heating products to keep your family comfortable. Call Nick Haverland, Haverland Heating and Cooling. Run around the left side for a yard, down to the 41-yard line. That White?
No, that was Rivers Saar again.
And the whistle says we are done with three quarters. 28-0. Kenosha St. Joseph leads Potosi Cassville, somebody's last quarter of the season, after these messages on 97.7 Country WGLR.
In game 9.
Progressive presents Employee of the Month. Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Terry's Tiny Homes, Terry! Sure, as the only employee of her company, Terry was probably the front runner, but saving money getting personalized discounts with a commercial auto quote from Progressive, well, that gave Terry the edge. Over Terry.
Terry, Terry.
Keep awkwardly chanting your own name, Terry. You deserve it. Woo! Be your own Terry. See if you could save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
You've got a big day, so you use Unstoppable Scent Boosters to give your laundry non-stop freshness. So no matter how long the day goes, you
can't stop this power, this walk, this pose, this strut, this look, this talk.
Your clothes will be so fresh you can confidently strut into that end of the day meeting like a
boss, 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 bosses. Let's talk business in my office.
Add new Unstoppable Beads to your wash for 24-hour non-stop freshness so you can smell unstoppable.
In game 9.
Well, we start the fourth quarter with a run for a first down to the 21-yard line. That is Isaiah Adams. He gets 20 yards. And it is a Sullivan Auctioneers Big Iron Realty first down at the Kenosha St. Joseph 21-yard line. 28-0 to start the fourth quarter. Kenosha St. Joseph in front. And a run ends up being a loss, or unless they gave him...
Nope. They're marking it back at the 20... Yeah, what is that? 24.
Second down, 13 yards to go.
One of the things where Potosi's had some success is when it's somebody other than Rivers Saar or Hunter White carrying the ball. They're really keying those guys very, very much. That's why we've seen these two longer games, one by Isaac Adams and the other one here by, both of them are by Adams.
Isaac Adams, I think I said Isaiah, sorry about that. And a run around the left side and not much there.
That was Hunter White carrying the ball.
Gets to the 23-yard line.
Not real happy with the spot. They're marking him for about a yard loss.
Back to the 25. So that makes it third down and 14 yards to go. One receiver out to the right, one receiver to the left, two running backs. And big pressure on, edge passes, and it is caught, it's incomplete. at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
And it was a good thing because the guy that was keying on River Sar was coming up on him right away real quick.
Yeah, he had no time at all to pass that.
Well, then their catch would have been, a loss of about 3 yards.
Epic Construction. See Epic Construction for industrial or commercial building projects. Epic Construction, building quality, building trust, building a difference. 4th and 14, back at the Kenosha St. Joseph 25. And Edge throws to the left side. The pass is incomplete. A flag goes down.
Yeah, that's a holding call. We'll see what they choose to do. I think they'll call to take the play, and that way they get the ball right there. And it is declined.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Kenosha St. Joseph at the 25. 10:08 remaining. 28-0. Kenosha St. Joseph leading Potosi Cassville. Pages and Parcels is open at 101 North Main Street in Potosi. You might know it as the old Brenner's store. This is your spot for books, unique gifts, and quick pack and ship services. Stop by to explore, ship, and discover something special today. Holiday Gardens is hosting chicken dinner trivia night the night before Thanksgiving. And congrats to the Potosi Cassville seniors who continue to provide leadership for the 2025 football team. Holiday Gardens in Potosi. 1st and 10 from the 25. Flags go down on this play. And it ends up being a loss back to the 23.
Even at only a yard loss, unless it's a major penalty, I'd be tempted to take the play.
Schmidt's Plumbing, Heating, Electric, and LLC in Potosi is your trusted local team to help you get ready for winter. From pipes to power, they bring skill and reliability to every project, big or small. Schmidt's Plumbing, Heating, Electric in Potosi. It's a holding penalty, a Pink's Automotive penalty.
And they're marking that penalty off.
That pushes it back to the 15, 1st and 20. McCartney Corners would like to congratulate the Potosi. Oh, look at this. The Potosi Cassville football team on an incredible season. See, these guys helped us out, get us on the air, and then they bring pizza to us.
Good. I want to watch you eat the pizza when you're trying to call a game.
Yeah, I don't think so. McCartney Corners would like to congratulate the entire Potosi Cassville football team. To repeat, on an incredible season, visit McCartney Corners, Highway 133 in Cassville. Your 5-star dive bar for great food, great drinks, and great times. 1st and 20 back at the 15. Run around the left side for Kenosha to the 20. Up to the 25. Still going to the 30 and up to the 35 and still going to the 45. And steps out of bounds. Lost his balance and goes out of bounds, but all the way at the Chieftains' 47-yard line. Kenosha came into the game needing, I believe it was 54 yards to get 1,000.
He's eclipsed that.
He's well over that, yes. At Driftless Coffee Company in Cassville, you'll find fresh brewed coffee, specialty beverages, and delicious food with welcoming small-town vibes that remind you to explore Cassville for the holidays. Driftless Coffee Company in Cassville.
Well, Tennessee is one of the few that'll be back next year from this offense. Like one of only two.
Yeah, that's right. 1st and 10, run up the middle for Kenosha to the 40, to the 35 and out of bounds. And another Sullivan Auctioneers Big Iron Realty first down.
Actually, that's number 31, Batera Waste.
Well, I saw the 3, so, 1st and 10 from the 35. Mountain City Bank's total line of credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop at a Mountain City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Learn more at mountaincitybank.com. 9 minutes left. 28-0. Kenosha St. Joseph over Potosi Cassville. 2 receivers out to the right side, plus a slot or maybe a running back next to the running back. And Rizzo around the right side throws, and the pass is caught to the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
And that is Kuiper.
And another Sullivan Auctioneers Big Iron Realty first down at the 19-yard line and in the Bytech green zone or greener wave, Bytech Resource Management of Monroe. McNett Electric in Belmont can assist you with all your electrical needs. Whatever the need, agricultural, commercial, or residential, Chip and his crew at McNett Electric are on call ready to help you. McNett Electric in Belmont.
Well, here's when the defense really has to get really stiff.
1st and 10 from the 19. Receivers left and right. Rizzo under center, hands off. And Kenosha for about 4 yards to the 15.
Batera Weiss.
Again, I see half the number. 4 yards to the 15. 2nd down and 6. J&J Sandbar in Cassville, fun for the entire family. Bar and restaurant with banquet facilities featuring daily lunch specials, buffets, nightly specials, homemade pizzas, and Saturday prime ribs. Celebrate together at J&J Sandbar in Cassville.
That's a good place.
Southwest Tech in Fenimore, building careers and strengthening communities across Southwest Wisconsin. Apply now for spring 2026 at swtc.edu/apply Southwest Tech. Proud to serve Southwest Wisconsin. 2nd and 6 from the Chieftains' 15-yard line. And the Chieftains' defense stops a run around the right side.
And that was, as you can see, and he takes a loss of a yard.
Back to the 16. 3rd down, 7 yards to go. Pioneer Ag in Lancaster specializes in selling and servicing a wide range of livestock, utility, and flatbed trailers for all your hauling needs, and your Dairyland seed dealer, Pioneer Ag of Lancaster.
I expect to see him throw the ball.
Lancers in no hurry here. 6:26 left and a 28-0 lead. 2 receivers to the right, to the left. And Rizzo from the pistol throws left, and the pass dropped.
It was tipped.
It was dropped after it was tipped. Kenosha, the intended receiver. And it's 4th down.
And, well, you have to go for it here. I mean, what else do you do?
Community First Bank, if you're in the communities where you live, work, and play, experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank, cfbank.com, member FDIC. I think I was incorrect before when I said that they had not kicked a field goal. They actually have 1 field goal this year. Gamez is 1 for 1 from 28 yards. This would be if they did it from 33.
And that's not what they'll do.
I suppose they'd like to get back to Kenosha a few minutes early. 6:15 remaining. Back to pass on 4th down. Rizzo over the middle, and the pass is
incomplete.
And so the Chieftains defense holds. And Potosi Cassville takes over at the 16. 1st and 10 with 6:10 remaining and a 28-0 deficit.
Real nice coverage on that pass play. With that knocking that ball out of the way.
Community First Bank, if you're in the communities where you live, work, and play, experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank, cfbank.com, member FDIC. We will have the Reeves Wealth Management at Edward Jones postgame show. Somebody fell down in the backfield, and that ends up being a loss.
And now we have a penalty, the flag's flying.
Which appears
to have been
after the play. Yeah, like a long time after the play.
Well, Potosi's going backwards, so they're calling on sportsmanlike conduct.
So that will be half the distance, which should put it at the 6.5-yard line. And 2nd down. And if I'm not, to be perfectly accurate, I believe I'm correct, 19.5 yards to the 1st down.
It should be about that.
5:50 remaining. Receivers left and right on 2nd and long. And a run around the left side. And we have another whistle.
And that's a player down on the field. That was Aaron Edge who was carrying the ball.
And the ball is up to the... Well, don't watch him because he's walking. So I think we will try to sneak a break in. 5:36 remaining, 28-0. Kenosha St. Joseph leading Potosi Cassville on 97.7 Country WGLR.
In game 10.
That's all.
If you're upgrading a home or business, call the trusted pros at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. They offer a premium selection of CHI overhead doors combining
It's Aaron Edge.
durability and security for both residential and commercial properties. Need rain gutters to protect your building from water damage? Carey's has you covered there too. Learn more at Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com. They sell the best and service the rest. Get the quality you deserve at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont and Prairie du Chien.
Winter is heating up at the Kohl Center. Wisconsin men's and women's hockey are off to a strong start, and Badger men's and women's basketball is officially back on the hardwood. Experience the energy, the rivalries, and the traditions that make Wisconsin athletics special. For schedules and tickets, visit uwbadgers.com or call 1-800-GO-BADGERS. That's uwbadgers.com or 1-800-GO-BADGERS. We'll see you at the Kohl Center.
In game 10.
The injured player was Aaron Edge, so he had to leave for a play at least. 5:08 remaining, so a run up the middle for a short gain makes it 4th down and 11. Actually, that was a 10-yard gain, but the problem is it was 3rd and 21. And somebody else is going to have to punt unless Edge came back in. And here's kind of a wild snap, but the punt is made and takes a big bounce to the 35 and is down there.
Oh, Aaron Edge is back on the field.
So he had to just leave for a play. 4:32 remaining, 28-0. Potosi Cassville in 4 minutes and 32 seconds will see a very successful season come to an end. Meanwhile, on the Shoebox scoreboard presented by the Shoebox and Black Earth, largest Pez shoe store in the Midwest. After 3, Darlington 34, Manitowoc Lutheran 3. That's on X1071. So we will be making a trip to Camp Randall.
Nice job by the Darlington Redbirds.
Well, they've been the best team in the area this year, and I would say I don't think there's much question who the best team in Division 6 is. Whether or not they win Thursday remains to be seen, obviously.
One never knows. It's high school football.
Right. But in another quarter, it'll be Darlington, looks like heading to state. Run around the right side on 1st down.
Again, trying to look and see a number.
Tennessee again?
Yep, it was, and he got a yard.
One thing about the Chieftains, we mentioned they are pretty mixed in terms of players' years in school. The seniors are Darius Tate, Logan Roush. Let's see who else here. Oh, Alex Frederick, who's been out due to injury. Zyler Carnahan, Connor Robbins, Connor Emler, Carter Bierman, Will Tobin, and Jackson Guiney. So they're going to have a lot of work to replace on the lines, but all the skill position guys are back next year. Here's a run around the left side and up across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Butera Weiss again.
Butera Weiss gets the 1st down. The Sullivan Auctioneers Big Iron Realty 1st down with 3:32 remaining, 28-0 Kenosha St. Joseph.
Really, the Potosi Cassville defense needs to come up and right here and just get a stop if you can.
If you can be the...
Well, this is a pretty good offense that Kenosha St. Joe's is putting out here.
1st and 10 from the 48. Just for...
and they're waiting here right now. They're watching the the official back here counting off the time.
Just for pride's sake, you'd like to not give up that touchdown that sends it to running time, and for a loss back to the 48-yard line of Potosi of Kenosha St. Joseph.
And that's Batera Weiss again. He loses 4 yards.
Tennessee is about to come back in. 2:39 remaining. We'll have the Herms' Ace Hardware Most Valuable Player, West End Salvage Scrapper of the game, Les Mack Drive of the game, and the Tricor Turning Point, all in the Reeves Wealth Management at Edward Jones postgame show. By the way, we have, believe it or not, we got basketball on Tuesday.
Hey, well, UW Platteville men are playing, and the women are out in Washington.
Walla Walla, no less. Second and long, and a pass to the right side, caught for a first down inside the 35 to the 32-yard line, and 2:02 remaining. Yeah, we will have Mineral Point in Lancaster Tuesday on 97.7 Country WGLR, and we will also have, coming up, we will have Barneveld and Platteville, the state finalist in Division 5 against a conference co-champion. That'll be on X1071. About a 7 o'clock start on Tuesday.
They've got a first down, and what I expect to see is go out and start taking knees.
28-0 Potosi Cassville trailing. Kenosha St. Joseph, 90 seconds left.
And that is what's happening.
And there's one of them. Probably two more will do the trick. And for the first, let me just check my notes that I have hardly been able to consult, but Kenosha St. Joseph has been to state one other time. That was in 2001. They got beat by Edgar 8-0, and they've gotten to level 4 twice before tonight, 2003 and, of course, last year, but they will be heading back to state. They'll be heading back to state in 46 seconds. And there's a snap. And that goes down. 40 seconds remaining. And the Kenosha St. Joseph fans, you can probably tell are on this side of the field, are quite happy because in 25 seconds, as they snap the ball one last time, Kenosha St. Joseph will be going to state, and the Potosi Cassville season, and a great season it was, comes to an end at 11 wins and 2 losses. 28-0, Kenosha St. Joseph beats Potosi Cassville to go to state. More after this on 97.7 Country WGLR.
Post-game 4 minutes.
Here at 97.7 Country WGLR, we love giving you things. The best variety of country, news, entertainment, and of course, prizes.
Before we go any further, I'm going to lay down a few rules.
If you participate in any of our giveaways and contests, remember, contests are generally open to U.S. residents 18 years and older and reside within our terrestrial listening area. Other age restrictions may apply. You can only win once per 30 days or once per promotion or contest. Employees, agents, and affiliates of the station, Queen Bee Radio Incorporated, Morgan Murphy Media, contest sponsors, and other radio, television, and print advertising companies are ineligible to win. Other restrictions apply. No purchase necessary. All entries completed or blank. Any and all materials pertaining to a contest are the property of Queen Bee Radio. Prize winners have 30 days to pick up their prize at the Queen Bee Radio offices, 51 Means Drive, Platteville, Wisconsin, 53818. Bring your ID. A signature may be required. Unclaimed prizes will be disposed of at the discretion of Queen Bee Radio. All decisions are final. Winners are responsible for all taxes, fees, usage charges, tariffs, and other fees associated with their prize. Queen Bee Radio makes no guarantee of any awarded prizes and is released from all liability. A full list of our general contest rules can be found online at WGLR.com or at the Queen Bee Radio offices.
I got it!
Keep listening for your next chance to win on 97.7 Country.
It's the holiday season, and I cannot wait to spend time with my family and friends, just catching up, watching football and stretching the elastic in my favorite sweatpants to within an inch of its life. Turkey's great, but my favorite part of the meal is the gravy. I ladle it over my turkey, mashed potatoes, even the stuffing. That's why I make sure we always have a big basket of warm Village Hearth dinner rolls to help soak up every drop. Baked locally, delivered fresh daily. Village Hearth dinner rolls are the natural choice for holiday meals.
Progressive presents Employee of the Month. Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Terry's Tiny Homes, Terry! Sure, as the only employee of her company, Terry was probably the front runner, but saving money getting personalized discounts with a commercial auto quote from Progressive, well, that gave Terry the edge. Over Terry.
Terry, Terry.
Keep awkwardly
Terry,
chanting your own name, Terry. You deserve it.
Woo!
Be your own Terry. See if you could save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
You've got a big day, so you use Unstoppable Scent Boosters to give your laundry non-stop freshness. So no matter how long the day goes, you
can't stop this power, this walk, this pose, this strut, this look, this talk.
Your clothes will be so fresh you can confidently strut into that end of the day meeting like a
bosses. Let's talk business in my office.
Add new Unstoppables beads to your wash for 24-hour non-stop freshness so you can smell unstoppable.
Southwest Tech is excited to announce a new precision agronomy program designed to equip students with cutting-edge skills in agricultural technology, crop management, and data-driven decision-making. This innovative program combines classroom instruction with hands-on experience on their newly acquired 80 acres of cropland. Graduates of the precision agronomy program have a variety of career paths within Wisconsin's robust ag sector. Don't wait. Take the next step today. Learn more and apply for the precision agronomy program now at swtc.edu.
I'm here today with Keith Dula from Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque. Keith, it seems like hybrids are dominating the roads, but there aren't many charging locations in Dubuque.
Agreed. Luckily, Toyota hybrids don't require plug-in charging. The Toyota hybrid system is built to charge while the vehicle is being driven, so there's no need for plug-in charging.
That's awesome. What about the battery life? Should people be worried about its longevity?
Not at all. Toyota has sold over 5 million hybrids in the last 25 years. Plus, their battery warranty covers you for 10 years or 150,000 miles.
How does regular maintenance on a hybrid compare to a gas model?
Hey, that's a great question. Toyota hybrid vehicles require the same maintenance as gas-powered models and oftentimes even less. For example, the hybrid model's regenerative braking charges the battery while slowing down the vehicle, increasing the life of the vehicle's brake pads.
Wow, it seems like there are a lot of benefits in choosing a hybrid Toyota. Visit Anderson Weber in Dubuque to learn more and to take a test drive today.
Your high school postgame show is brought to you by Elena and Penn Reeves at Edward Jones, a financial service firm serving individuals and business owners.
Is your money working as hard as it should be? This is Elena Reeves with Edward Jones. If you want to provide for your children's education, reduce your tax bill, or prepare for a comfortable retirement, we need to talk. Today, more than ever, your financial security deserves the attention of full-time financial advisors. Take advantage of our years of experience. Contact financial advisors Elena or Ben Reeves at 608-348-2441 or stop by our office on Highways 80 and 81 in Platteville next to Sups Nutrition. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Career Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of WIAA playoff football presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on 97.7 Country WGLR and on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel powered by H&M Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical and Laley Center Monroe. Kenosha St. Joseph goes to state for the first time since 2001 when they lost to Edgar, which might be going to state but not in Division 7 because Edgar is playing for a state berth tonight in Division 6. Final score 28-0, Kenosha St. Joseph over Potosi Cassville. Chieftain season, which until tonight only had a loss to Blackhawk Warren. But the season ends tonight for the Chieftains, and everybody knows that the game before state, even though it's called the state semifinal, the game before Camp Randall is the one you really hate to lose, but Potosi Cassville just could not get anything going today on offense.
Well, I mean, I'm going to start by a compliment for the St. Joe's coaching staff. They knew which two players were going to harm them, and they had people on them every play. So if you were able to get a body on them, well, then good. But if you couldn't get a body on them, well, that's just the way it was going to be, and not much you're going to be able to do. But that way, if their pursuit was there, but they were able to handle it as a result, and by handling those two players. And I mean, the result that I saw in particular was the fact that actually the leading carrier ended up being Isaac Adams. And he only carried the ball a couple of times, but he was at 10 yards a pop.
Certainly, he certainly was the leader in terms of yards per carry for the Chieftains.
Exactly. So that's kind of where that one sets.
And that's been the thing, with the Chieftains this year, when you have Hunter Adams 10 yards a carry and River Star almost 8 yards a carry, but they had a really, really difficult time tonight.
Oh, very much so. I'm looking here trying to find some other scores, and I got the Lourdes Academy and Cochrane Fountain City up, but I've got to look through to try to find where the score actually is.
Well, while you do that, let's see if you can multitask, because on the Reeves Wealth Management at Edward Jones postgame show, time to bring you the most valuable player, Herms's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington, and Herms's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main and Platteville. See, Herms's will be the MVP for the next project in your home. Go to Herms's Ace Hardware, Bloomington, and Platteville. You think, Kenosha? Well, decide on somebody.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm off here. I'm sure busy trying to find where they're hiding the scores in here, and they're doing a good job of hiding them.
Well, who do you think's the MVP today?
I probably would have to pick him. I think I would. Tennessee he just did the things that you had to do, and he's really a top shelf running back. And I really have to give him credit for that.
Mm-hmm. Scrapper of the game. Time to name the West End Salvage Scrapper of the game. It's the player whose hustle and scrappiness stood out and tried to delay the opponent to waste, presented by West End Salvage in Lancaster.
I'm going to give it. I'm kind of following the RJ theme. And one for one team, one for the other team. And if I was going to go with a scrapper of the game for Potosi Cassville, I'd go to Aaron Edge. I think he played his heart out in this game.
Did not have an easy night, that's for sure.
No, he did not have an easy night. And I think as a rule, he really did one whale of a job. But unfortunately, you can't do it alone.
Well, you can't do it when your running backs are stuffed and your receivers are covered, which was pretty much the case all night long. Drive of the game presented by Les Mack Automotive in Lancaster. Whether it's Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, or Ford, you can count on over 50 years of trusted hometown service, because at Les Mack, you always get more from less. And which touchdown would you like for? Because they had a couple of long plays for touchdowns. I think 2 touchdown passes, correct?
Yes.
5 plays.
I got to get my other sheet out here. Yeah, we've got the 2 passing touchdowns, one to Devin Brown and the other one to Jack Schmitz. One was for 81 yards and the other one was for 52. I mean, they were both long ones.
Well, the longest drive tonight, as I'm trying to find it here.
Might have been the first one.
73 yards and 13 plays in 6 minutes and 12 seconds.
Yeah.
And I think the argument can be made that that's where they kind of established what was going to happen tonight also. Tricor Turning Point brought to you by Tricor Insurance. Insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tricor Insurance today.
For me, I think it's when Potosi intercepted the pass and they got it down there and then they couldn't do anything with it.
Yeah.
And that's when you really were pretty much sure that that much was going to happen.
They got what they wanted, which was the Lancaster Dental and Fenimore Smiles turnover, but they couldn't. They got 1 first down, I think, and that was all. And they couldn't really get that close to the end zone, as it turned out.
Yeah, that was really the end of it at that particular point. I do have a score that finally came up on the shoebox scoreboard. It's not in our divisions.
Well, that's not helpful.
But Mayville has defeated Lake Country Lutheran 20-15 on a touchdown with 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, and they were trailing up to that point.
Well, I used to cover the conference that included Mayville, or a conference that included Mayville a long time ago. And what I remember is that when the coach was there at this particular point, his mother made pasta for us in the press box. So merely for that reason, I'm pretty pleased that Mayville won. Leave it at that. 28-0.
See, and I remember when I was assistant coach with Platteville that we got to play Mayville in a playoff game.
That's right.
And it was at Monona Grove, if I remember right. And it was a whale of a game. All I know is Alex Hilber was coaching there then, and he just made the comment after the game. He said, as soon as I saw your running back run over my best linebacker, I thought we were in for a long day. Alex Hilber, of course, coached at Cassville and then went to Mayville. Yes, he did. For many years. And quite a guy. 28-0. Kenosha St. Joseph beats Potosi Cassville to punch their ticket to state at Camp Randall Thursday at 10. We will wrap up the Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management postgame show. Edgar has defeated Mondovi 21-14. Okay. So that is who Darlington will face. So it'll be Darlington and Edgar. Darlington leading 37-3 in the fourth quarter, and that is on X1071. So Darlington and Edgar, and I'm pretty sure they faced each other at state before. Couldn't tell you the year, but. And I'm looking here. Come on here. Well, we'll take a commercial break and see if we can get the piece of information that people here are interested in, which is who Kenosha St. Joseph plays at state. After this, 28-0. Kenosha St. Joseph over Potosi Cassville tonight on 97.7 Country WGLR.
Post-game 1 minute.
Looking to upgrade your windows? Look no further than Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington. Whether it's the elegance of Hunter Douglas window treatments or the beauty of Carroll Fabrics custom draperies, Hermson's has the perfect solution for your home with top quality products and expert service. Hermson's will measure and install, taking the stress out of your project. Don't wait. Call Hermson's today to schedule your appointment and transform your windows with style and sophistication. Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Thank you to everyone who donated to the Platteville Holiday Project's Coats for Kids campaign. The distribution of winter coats this year will be Tuesday, November 18th at the Platteville United Methodist Church on Lancaster Street. Coat sizes include infants all the way up to adult sizes, so please stop by between 4 and 6 p.m. on November 18th, and our volunteers will be happy to help. Platteville Holiday Project's Coat for Kids campaign is sponsored by DuPaco Credit Union of Platteville and 97.7 Country WGLR.
Post-game 1 minute.
Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of WIAA playoff football presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington. Family Dental on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, presented by H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical and Laley Center Monroe. 28-0. Kenosha St. Joseph, the winner tonight over Potosi Cassville. Chieftains' season ends at 11 wins and 2 losses. And I'm going to have to give up on that. Anything coming across is coming across really slow. And number 1 ranked Kenosha St. Joseph now depending on how you count, because one interesting thing about Kenosha St. Joseph's season we didn't get a chance to get into is the number of forfeits that they had. They had 4 forfeits this season, so they had to reschedule. They were going to reschedule all 4, but one of them didn't end up getting played. They played 3 other teams, and clearly it prepared them adequately for the postseason. The interesting thing, only one other team besides Potosi kept Kenosha St. Joe's from scoring more than 28 points. Well, that's an accomplishment. Well, it's a minor one, but still. Yeah. The Shoebox Scoreboard presented by the Shoebox and Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. Darlington, again, about to get their ticket back punched to state for the first time in, 3 seasons? Or is it 2? When was the last time they went? Either 22 or 23. Remember how warm it was that day? Oh. when Darlington, I think it was 23 now that I think about it.
Yeah.
At any rate, they are leading Manitowoc Lutheran 37-3, and Edgar has beaten Mondovi 21-14. So we know it'll be Darlington and Edgar for the state championship. We will have that for you on Thursday at 12:30 here on 97.7 Country WGLR.
It's one of the things that I kind of still look at. When you think of how many years, and I think you have to go back, from the time, let's just go back 20 years. How many times there has not been a team from one of the three, or you can call it four conferences, and southwestern corner of Wisconsin was not participating in a state championship game. I can only think of maybe 2 years, maybe 3.
I would have to think a long time. I think every year since I've been here, somebody has been, instead of been back in this area, which is 2012, I think somebody's been there every year. Obviously, 2020 doesn't count because there was the COVID season, but...
Well, and I'm going to take another one on that, because that was the season when Gilman and Belmont played a mythical state championship.
That's right. Actually, you're right.
Over at Mauston. It was fun because they played it on baseball fields.
Darlington has now beaten Manitowoc Lutheran 37-3, and that again on 97 or on X1071. Again, the state Division 6 championship. Darlington and Edgar. You should let John know that Edgar score. By the way, he may not.
I will just send that text to him really quick.
All right, so it'll be Darlington and Edgar Thursday at 12:30 on 97.7 Country WGLR. Tomorrow, Badger football. They are at the unlikely but impressive Indiana Hoosiers tomorrow, 9 o'clock on 97.7 Country WGLR. Sunday, we have Badger basketball, Southern Illinois, Edwardsville in Madison at 6:30 on AM 1590 WPVL.
Was that 21-14?
Yeah, that's what you said, yes.
Yes. I'll have to make sure that I send him the right numbers.
And I got to look at something also, because I seem to have... let's see here, because I thought the Packers were playing Sunday. They are playing Sunday. They are playing
who?
The Packers.
Hopefully the people won't be as hard on the coach as they were this last week.
Anyway, they're playing in the Meadowlands against the Giants. And
you mean the team that didn't have a coach?
That's right. Yeah, that of course makes the Giants favorites this year, I guess. 10 o'clock Sunday on 97.7 Country WGLR. And as mentioned, Tuesday, girls basketball, Barneveld and Platteville at 7 on X1071, and Lancaster at Mineral Point at 7 on 97.7 Country WGLR. Thursday, the WIAA Division 6 Championship, Darlington and Edgar at 12:30 on 97.7 Country WGLR. And we actually will have more girls basketball after that. Mineral Point at Platteville at 7 on X1071, and Lancaster at Wazeeka Steuben at 7 on 97.7 Country WGLR. Next Friday, Wisconsin and BYU in the Bad Boy Mowers Series in Salt Lake City at 2:30 on AM 1590 WPVL.
Here's why I haven't been able to find a final score on the Cochran Fountain City game. It's because they're now in overtime and the score is 14-14.
Okay, then. Maybe by the time sports is on tomorrow on WGLR, we'll actually know who they are playing, if anybody in Southwest Wisconsin cares. But RJ Osterhaus is our sports director. Rob Spangler is our program director. Johnny Page is our chief engineer. Our thanks to... Hang on just 1 second here. Brad Pickett and the staff at Stoughton High School, very, very helpful getting us on the air and getting the stream going. Thank you very much for that.
They were very good at trying to help us get everything straightened out.
Yes. And the pizza was good, too. Thanks to our sponsors who help us bring this game to you, and thank you for joining us. Green Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school football presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Over at Doors is the Queen Bee Radio Sports presentation on 97.7 Country WGLR Lancaster and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, powered by H&M Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical and Lely Center, Monroe. Kenosha St. Joseph ends Potosi Cassville season 28-0. Kenosha St. Joseph will play either Cochran Fountain City or Oshkosh Lords at State. We don't know who because they're playing at overtime right now. From the Ayers Furniture Best Seat in the House, for Wally Trout and I'm Steve Prestegard, 97.7 Country Nights is next. We'll be back for girls basketball, and before that, state championship football next week.
This has been a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports presentation.
The Tri-State's best variety of country. 97.7 Country, WGLR-FM. Lancaster, serving Platteville.